Hi there, welcome to Joshing Around, a podcast in which I will show one friend of mine who knows nothing about Joshi Pro Wrestling one Joshi match, and we will talk about their thoughts and their feelings, their first impressions and their reactions. Then I will try and explain the history of the match to them and what makes it so special to me personally. My name is Tom Hunter and welcome to the show. Hello and welcome to the 10th episode of Joshing Around. Today I got a very special episode. It's Bizarro World here in Joshing Around land. It's the first big milestone 10th anniversary show. So for this, a bit of a legend in the Joshi community hit me up. He is... He is widely known because he's like a real specialist. He knows a lot of things about Joshi. And he hit me up to do a reverse episode. So what's going to happen today is my friend Velkej, Braha here, has given me 3 matches to watch that are from times in Joshi that I wasn't a fan yet. So it's a bit of a knowledge hole in my own game. So he's going to explain to me why he chose those matches, and we're gonna talk about it. So, do you want to introduce yourself, Velkej?
Yes, I am Velkej Braha, and I am not a legend of any kind, please. I am just a random dude, white dude, random birded white dude who talks about Joshi on Twitter. There are a lot of us there. I have been a fan of wrestling since 2014. I am not one of the childhood fans. I have discovered wrestling when I was listening to a podcast, to a gaming podcast, and they were talking about WWE Network, which had free trial back then for 1 month, and I was in deep depression back then, and I was like, okay, so I'll try this. I tried that, and since then, it's been 11 years. I've been in Japan 4 times. I spent a lot of money to travel to Japan because that's the only way I can watch wrestling live, because I live in Czech Republic. The nearest wrestling that I could attend, is probably in Berlin, and it would have taken me 4 hours to travel to random GWF shows. And I don't really want to travel to Germany for GWF shows because it's almost as expensive as traveling to Japan without the stay there. So that's my history. Why I watch Joshi wrestling is because Asuka Kana, when she debuted I basically started watching WWE NXT on her debut show or something like that. And I was like, okay, who is this? And I Googled, I went on YouTube, I searched for her matches. I found her against Shirai, I found her with Mako, I found her with Konami. And I was deep in. And my main promotion of choice is STARDOM. And basically the first match of theirs I've watched was Kakeru versus Mayu Iwatani for the high-speed title belt. And since then I have been a fan, which is now almost 10 years, maybe. Probably very close to.
Yeah.
And that's why, and this is basically my history, and how I got to it, and who are my wrestlers: Kakeru, Mayu, Mako, Shirai. Not Konami. Not anymore.
Konami.
No.
Okay.
Konami not anymore. Sadly, she has lost what made her special for me. She is. It's probably because of her body breaking down, and I think she just cannot do what she would have liked to do physically or maybe mentally. It's done up there. for her to be a wrestler that I have found as a sailor suit wearing apprentice of Kana. So that's that's like how I got into it and how I started and what I watch, because I basically watch mostly Stardom and I dabble outside.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I totally understand not wanting to travel to Berlin. It's a terrible place to. Now we got a lot of similarities there. Actually, I'm pretty sure like Kana or Asuka was my first the first joshi I really watched as well, because I was into that era of NXT. I watched that too. And I would say like at that time, Asuka was probably my favorite wrestler in like all of WWE when I was still watching that promotion. And she's probably a big part why I got into it as well. I just got into it like way later than you. Also, basically like when I was really depressed, but it was more like during pandemic stuff. That's when I watched my first Stardom matches, and I just fell into it immediately, like, and completely. And since then, it's been, my favorite promotion as well, pretty much. So
it's for me, Asuka was like not just the gateway by the favorite wrestler, and basically, I have given up on WWE, not completely, but very close to, when Charlotte beat her, and it was not that Charlotte beat her, it was that Asuka had to grovel under Charlotte, and then John Cena ran around them. Basically, the match was kind of a backdrop for John Cena, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. This actually sucks as everything. And there was like times when I decided to start dropping WWE, and like I think in 2018 I have dropped them completely. And unlike you, I do not watch AEW because I don't like American TV wrestling. I really dislike the formatting of the show and the segmentation of the show and the program. I know that it's the needed, like, for American TV wrestling to work. It's needed, but I cannot. I don't want to watch that. I don't like episodic wrestling. Really don't like it. It's even why I never watched Choco Pro, because I watched one episode. I'm like, okay, this is episodic wrestling. I'm done. What I want from wrestling show is that I start wrestling show, and it's a complete show that has a beginning and the end. And I can drop into any promotion and I can enjoy it without knowing anything before. And I can also never watch the promotion ever again, and I'll be satisfied because I watched a show from them. That's why I watch Japanese wrestling, because that's how they do the shows. They do the shows for the specific moment, for the specific audience, in that specific building. And I really appreciate that. Which is why, as I said, I do not watch American wrestling, because they do the wrestling show as a TV show, and I don't like that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Now, I totally agree with you there, though. So like the typical American wrestling stuff and presentation, that's not my thing either, like at all. Like I skip most stupid like promo segments and all that shit. I mostly like watch AEW now. Like, I skip a lot of stuff in the middle. Let's say that. I don't really mind the episodic thing because I like the long-term like storytelling stuff too. But like in general, the presentation wise, I am totally on the side that like it's pretty awful overall, and I would much prefer if they like adopted stuff that they do in like the Japanese promotions. But that will never happen. As you said, it's basically needed because of like American TV audiences. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because the even though they do the show for the people that are in the building at that moment, they also do the show for the hundreds of thousands or millions of people that are watching in front of their TV screens, and that's where their money is. So they have to work it towards that, which I don't want to, because for me, the way I watch pro wrestling is that I want to feel like I am there in person in that venue. And that's like the best shows are the shows that I feel like I am there in the person in the venue, which is also why I don't like commentary at all. It's because it interrupts the flow of the show, and it like adds another audio track that is not needed for me to enjoy the show. So as if there is a commentary track and I cannot watch the show without commentary track, I always like seek out Japanese commentary tracks, because that serves more as a soundtrack to the show instead of like actual speech for me, because I do not speak Japanese.
Right. No, that's totally agree with you there. So since I'm like in the opposite chair this week, and you showed me matches, I think I'm just gonna like give over the reins to you, and
Okay.
you just take over from here.
Okay, so as Tim said, I gave him 3 matches. I'll say what the matches were before we start. Let's do it chronologically. So the first match is Shirai versus Iwatani from STARDOM Year-End Climax 2016 for the red belt. That's the first match. That's chronologically the first match. Second match, chronologically, is the 4 versus 4 Shinkiba Oedo Tai versus Queen's Quest 2000, and on the 3rd of January 2018. And last match is November 15th 2018 in Korakuen Hall Show AWG Actwres Girls. It's a tag team match between Himeka Arita, Miyuki Takase versus Natsumi Maki and Kakeru Sekiguchi.
Yeah, that's funny. I wrote in my notes that's from 2017.
It's 2008. I think it's 2000. Yeah. I think it's 2018, isn't it? It's wait.
Not sure.
Am I wrong? I had cage match open for that. God damn it. Okay, this doesn't actually matter. I just. All right. I just find it's. That show is the first Korakuen Hall show that the promotion did. Yeah, it's 2018. Yeah. That's the first Korakuen Hall show that the promotion did. We will get to it. Why the match? So.
Yeah, I must have just noted that wrong then.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It doesn't matter.
So the first match. Can you try to guess why I have chosen the Shirai versus Iwatani match?
So first off, I watched them in wrong order then, but that doesn't matter. Why you chose this one specifically, I'm not really sure. I have seen Io and Mayu before, but I'm pretty sure it was a different match. Yeah, I watched it once. In general, I gotta say that like one of my big like knowledge holes in joshi is Io Shirai, because like I mean she's such a like loved or like celebrated figure in like joshi of the 2010s, but I wasn't watching joshi back then, and like when I started checking out like historical joshi matches, I went like way more back like to the 80s and 90s, and I'm kind of missing this piece in my knowledge. Is like the mid 2010s where like so it's cool that you chose that, especially like the funny thing is the Io Shirai I do know is from the WWE. That was like at the very tail end or before I stopped watching the promotion is when she came into NXT, and I only saw a couple of matches from her there, and I always thought that she had a hard time adapting, I think, to the WWE ring and the wrestlers and everything. So she wasn't as impressive there, but I do, of course, know how like great she was in STARDOM. And I'm I'm pretty sure I watched the later Io vs Mayu match, so I hadn't seen this specific one before. And because I think Mayu beat her in the one that I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is.
But I don't know why specifically this one is the one
this
you
is
chose.
the second match of the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
They had 3 matches in a span of a year. First one was after the Cinderella of the year 2016, which Mayu won. She challenged Shirai, her tag team partner, her trios champion partner, because they were trios champion with, alongside with Kairi Hojo as a Three Daughters of Stardom. She challenged her in May 2016, and she lost, which makes sense because that was her first Cinderella win. Yes, that was her. She was like just 5 years in. Mayu Iwatani was, and Shirai was at the peak of her powers. This match, the one that I sent you, is after the Shirai's heel turn, which was an actual heel turn. It's one of the few shows in Shinjuku Face the Stardom had before Bushiroad purchased them. Because Rossy Ogawa hated the venue because it had really limited place to sell merch. And the way they did it, the way they sold merch back then was different, and they needed a lot more space. That's why they preferred Shinkiba. Even though they could have sold more tickets in Shinjuku Face, they basically never ran it. So the finals of the Tag League tournament happened in Shinjuku Face. Thunder Rock, which is Mayu Iwatani and Shirai team. Thunder Rock because Shirai is a thunder and Iwatani is rock. Not like music rock, but yes, some Mayu Iwatani merge has Mayu Iwatani playing on rock guitar, but her name means rock. Not rock actually, but I think it's Stony Valley or something like that is the translation. That's why it's Thunder Rock, the tag team. So they were not tag team champions during the tag league. That was Oedo Tai. And they beat JK Green, which is Jungle Kiona and Momo Watanabe during the show, and then they were in the finals against BY-Ho, which is Yoko Bito, who has just recently returned to Stardom after leaving Stardom after the ghastly match in 2015. She was one of the people who have left the promotion for months or years after Nanae and after Acta and Yoshiko got into it in the ring, and she came back. And because she stole and she was in the main event of the first Stardom show, she was immediately put back into the main events as well. And she's a really good kick wrestler as well. So they had finals against each other, BY-Ho and Thunder Rock facing each other in the Shinjuku Face. And at the end of the match, Mayu Iwatani was holding Kairi Hojo like behind her back and preparing her to receive Palm Strike from Shirai. And Kairi Hojo, Shirai started running. Kairi Hojo got out of the hold from Mayu Iwatani. Shirai stopped herself from hitting Mayu Iwatani and then hit her anyway. So it was obvious that she wanted to hit her because she stopped, thought about it, and hit her. And then, Yoko Bito and Kairi Hojo beat Mayu Iwatani and finished her off with the drop elbow. And then they had a long promo segment about how they got together, how they want to bring the belts from Oedo Tai back to Stardom because there were no units at that moment. They asked Shirai what the fuck is going on. Can I curse on this show?
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that. It's just like I speak as a lone. That doesn't matter. Shirai brought back Hazuki. Everyone noticed and knew that it's Hazuki, even though she had because it was just after. I think it was just after Bushi debuted or something like that. And like there was this pareja thing going on in Japan, and the like masked partners coming into the promotion for like this tweeners heels factions.
Okay.
And Io Shirai copied Naito in this and brought in Hazuki with the mask. Everyone knew that it's Hazuki. Like everyone knew that. There were like name calls Hazuki, and even Kairi like played it off, and like they did like this comedic bit with that it's dumb that she's masked and doesn't talk right now. And Io told Mayu that she has not changed and she doesn't hold like her part of the tag team. And she basically, this is like one of the betrayals of Mayu Iwatani in Mayu Iwatani's career. And
that was the end then of
yes, that
freedom.
was Io Shirai's heel turn, and then afterwards, Io Shirai establishes Queen's Quest with the leopard print, and she went into the like the Gyaru fashion with like getting the darker makeup, suntan, and like the lighter lipstick and so on, and like the shadows around the eyes and so on, which is how you see her in the match that you watched. And the much more revealing gear, the bikini gear, like being this disinterested, kinda like over everything Gyaru, like it kind of worked for her. At that moment, she wanted to be a heel, but majority of the STARDOM fans were coming in to watch her, specifically her wrestle. So it's very similar issue with Naito. Outside that, Io Shirai did not have Osaka. Yeah. So she turned heel and did not stay heel very long. In theory, in the match that we have watched, she is a heel. Do you think she feels like a heel?
No, I was gonna say she was way over to the crowd. Like
and
everyone cheered for her.
That's only a month after the turn, in which she beats up her own tag partner, then like shouts at her, tells her that she is a loser, and kicks her down while Mayu is confused and in tears in the middle of the ring. So yeah, people did not want to boo her at all.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta like let it go then too, right? It didn't really stick, right? Her trying to be a heel.
No, it's like it's two sides. On one side, she kinda tried to ground her stuff. She kinda tried to not be as flashy, but she's Io Shirai. That's what she does. So it could have never worked out like to be a grounded heel. But she also was not full on heel because there was still Oedo who were full heel. So this is like a tweener. This is like a tweener Io Shirai who is supposed to be a heel against the baby faces, but the baby face against Oedo. So it's kind of dissonant in this aspect.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like in her like promos and everything, and in her whole demeanor, like how she comes across in the matches that we watched, because she's in 2 of them, she's not really playing like a heel. She's like confident and cocky, but like not really evil in like a Oedo type way, you know?
Yeah, they in the 2018, which is the second match of the 3 matches that I sent you, that's like the final peak form of the Queen's Quest, which is Io Shirai, a teacher in a martial arts dojo, and her insane posse of students who are hungry and extremely competitive against each other and against everyone else. Which is like they want to that's like the motto of Queen's Quest. It's to get to the top and follow and be the best, because it's Io Shirai is better than Mayu Iwatani and she's better than anyone else, and my disciples, my children that I'm bringing up are also have to strive to be better than anyone else and be like completely ruthless and confident, overconfident to a fault even, which is like their like downfall often. But they can deliver results, which is like, because it's Io Shirai who is teaching them and leading them as a faction. They can beat the goobers, and they can win even against the big names, which, to be honest, there were not that many big names. People don't really remember, but there were not the promotion was really top heavy and did not have actual real mid card. It was just a bunch of undercarders and like main eventers.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's interesting.
We get to the match, which basically starts with the pre-match promo, which is like how the STARDOM World was doing that. I sent you the STARDOM World version of the match, not the Samurai TV version, because I wanted to send you the way I watched the match.
Okay.
Okay. Now, before we get to the match, I forgot why I chose this match. This is why. So, back then in 2016, the way we watched these shows was on VOD. We did not have a chance to watch live. Nobody did, outside of the people who were in the venue. So these not even 1,000 people were the only one who were watching the match live. This was one of the most important matches, and everyone assumed that Mayu Iwatani is beating Io Shirai for the first time ever. So on the 22nd of December, in the middle of the day, because for me and for you, the time zones work out that we can watch STARDOM around noon. The main events usually hit around 1 or 2 in the afternoon, or just noon.
Yeah.
So this is like the same thing. So I was sitting at my PC and punching the F5 button on Twitter as much as possible to see people reacting to the hashtag. Not even like watching the hashtag myself, because there was not auto translation at that time. So people were like reacting. The people who knew Japanese were reacting to the hashtag, and I was reacting to the people who were reading the Japanese people in the hashtag.
Okay.
So that's how we were like watching the match. And plus the VR STARDOM social media account, the Twitter account of Sonny Gutierrez, he was tweeting out results. So we were like, me and like group of other people were mashing the F5 button, waiting for the result, waiting to know if Mayu Iwatani finally beats Io Shirai. That was how much we were invested into it, because it made sense. Io Shirai has turned on her. Io Shirai grabbed him. It's not just Mayu Iwatani that her tag team that she has broken up, because Momo Watanabe has also joined Io Shirai and Hazuki, who was her first chosen one, who was her first Paroha. In the Queen's Quest, that means that they also broken up JK Green tag team, which was a fan favorite, beloved tag team of Momo Watanabe and Jungle Kiona. This is the start of the hatred between Jungle Kiona and Momo Watanabe, the legendary feud. And this is why who I have chosen in this feud, that promo segment of Momo Watanabe versus Jungle Kiona there, which happened during December. So it's not even like long build match, the Korakuen Hall show, because the turn happened on the 15th of to be sure, on the 11th of November. So they had a month and a half to build the match. And then so we were like watching this, like F5ing the Twitter feed, and then we learned that Io Shirai defeats Mayu Iwatani again. And it's like, completely like fallen, like destroyed, because I was really cheering for my Iwatani in this match, and this was like one of those matches that have, even without seeing the match, so I was unable to watch the match, and I knew that I will never stop watching wrestling while I was punching the F5 button to read people's reaction to Japanese people reacting to the live match in the Korakuen Hall.
Yeah, it sounds like a real passion.
Yeah, it's like this. I have watched pro wrestling. I have watched STARDOM for like 2 years maybe. And this is like what decided for me that I'm a wrestling fan now, that I'm a STARDOM fan, and I will be that for a long time in the future.
Okay.
That's why I've chosen this match. It's not actually what happens in the match, it's the my own personal experience.
Just the investment, yeah.
Yes, watching this match, like being completely invested in that line, Shirai beats my Iwatani on Twitter, which like this is half a year before I decide to travel to Japan for the first time ever. But this match is also one of the reasons that I have traveled to Japan. So this is like part of the reasons why I did that. So
okay,
let's.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I think I'm like that. There's a big difference. Like when something like this happened or happens now, where like the thing is not available to watch live. Like, I mean, that's only been like the last year basically that they introduced that. So I've had a long time where like we couldn't see much live when it was like always uploaded like 2 or 3 days later. I would just always like just dig myself in and like completely disconnect from all social media so I don't get spoiled, so I can watch it.
Yeah.
For the first time, so you don't really care about spoilers. You want to know just who won.
I do care about spoilers, but I was that much on the needless and that much convinced that my Iwatani is winning this that I did not really consider the match result to be in doubt. I just wanted to celebrate with people celebrating her winning the match.
Okay, well, yeah.
And also I also wanted to watch it as soon as it goes online. And Sony usually, with these matches, like with these main events for the Korakuens, he was really quick with that. He was uploading like within hours of it happening, and then like he took his time to upload the rest of the stuff. So so there was that. So before we get to the match, I also have like one like little game, for
okay.
you. So this is happening on the 27th. The broadcast date is on the 27th of December on Samurai TV. The show happens on 22nd of December 2016.
Okay.
It's in Korakuen Hall. So the card of this show, which is the biggest show of STARDOM's year usually back then. So the opening match was a three-way match between Azumi, not AZM, as written as AZM, but Azumi, Arisu Nanase, and Ruaka. Have you ever seen Arisu Nanase match?
Not sure. Can you say her name again?
Arisu Nanase.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Doesn't ring a bell, really.
She has left promotion probably in 2017 and was never seen ever again.
Okay.
The rumor was that she got a boyfriend and she left wrestling. Next is singles match between Konami and Hirome Mimura. Have you ever seen Hirome Mimura match?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay, so she is a tiny woman who is like a grappler. So a perfect opponent for Konami.
Yeah.
Then there is a three-way tag team match between Kaori Oneyama and Saori Ano, who is in Actwres Girls. time versus Jungle Kiona and Natsuko Tora versus Oedo Tai, which is Hana Kimura and Chris Wolf. I don't need to ask you if you have seen matches from these people. You have seen matches from these people.
Yes.
Then there is a Vendetta Pro tag team title match. Vendetta Pro has a tag team title match on Kraken Hall Show in Stardom, which is Twisted Sisters, which is Holy Death and Thunder Rosa versus Queen's Quest, which is Hazuki, written as HZK, and Momo Watanabe.
Yeah.
So,
That's weird.
yes, I know. It's weird. Hazuki teaming up with Momo Watanabe is weird. That feels weird, right?
It's also weird that Thunder Rosa was like, but it seems like everyone was in Stardom at one point.
She was really early in Stardom. She got in very early because of the tour they did in USA. Like she was maybe 12 matches in when she had her first tour in Stardom.
Okay.
It was really quickly. There's a dark match. There are 2 dark matches, which is Kari Hojo versus Nana Suzuki. Don't ask me who Nana Suzuki is. Some idol entertainer.
Okay.
Then Hiroyo Matsumoto and Jungle Kiona doing double duty, versus Io Shirai and Mariko Sayama. Mariko Sayama is also some entertainer. They were some part of a project or something like that. They got matches on Stardom card. Don't know why. Okay. Don't ask me why. I don't remember this at all. It's dark matches. I don't think we have ever seen this. And the semi-main event of this show was Oedo Tai, which is Kagetsu and Kyoko Kimura, versus Kairi Hojo and Yoko Bito. Kairi Hojo and Yoko Bito won the tag league, and this was their title shot against Kagetsu and Kyoko. And the red belt match was the main event of Io Shirai versus Mayu Iwatani. So, blast from the past, but kinda you can see that there are people that you know and that are still in the promotion. Azumi, for example, Momo Watanabe, Hazuki is once again in the promotion. And Jungle Kiona, who's gone because her knees exploded multiple times. But it's like, this is how the cards looked. Outside of the dark matches that were only for the live crowd, there is not really that much to sink your teeth into, because the main event and semi-main event are strong, but the rest of the card is really weak. And this is one of the biggest cards of the promotion of the year. So that's like how weak the promotion was at the time.
Yeah, that's basically what you said, right? Couple of main eventers and the rest is the undercard. I'm kind of surprised that Kairi was in a dark match back then. Wasn't she like up there yet? Nah, she was. There was already a time when she was.
No, she was in the semi-main event with Yoko Bito.
Right.
She did a double duty again.
Okay, yeah, I didn't quite hear that. I think you broke up during that.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no, that makes more sense. So she was just like chosen to do the idol match.
Okay. Because she has been doing the carry the random foreigner throughout white belt match in the past. Let's get to the match. So the match started with the pre-match promos where Io Shirai basically says, "I'll show you that nothing has changed," which is what the build for the feud was, that you are weak and I am strong and nothing has changed. I am still right.
Right. And she was right in the end, I guess.
Yes, she was right in the end.
Although, I mean, Mayu did fight quite valiantly, but it was quite, I thought it was quite, in the end it looked quite dominating as a victory for Io. Mayu had like a couple of close near falls with like the dragon suplexes and stuff. But like, yeah, I thought Io dominated like early on and towards the end as well. Yeah.
So, before we dive into the match a little bit, what did you thought about the match style? Because there's like this thing that's going on in the match, and specifically with how Stardom matches look today and how they looked almost a decade ago.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
how different is Mayu Iwatani in 2025 with Mayu Iwatani in 2016, for example?
I think like in general, it was like she had a different role back then. I think, basically she looked a lot smaller and was like a lot more the underdog, whereas nowadays she's a lot more like the veteran who like is more like assured of herself, I guess, and a lot more like, I don't know how to say that. Yeah, a lot more sure of herself, like in general, I guess, more confident in herself. Back then she was more like just a young skinny woman who like tried her hardest to fight against like the most powerful women's wrestler in the world. So I thought she did some really cool stuff in the match itself, like when she tied up Iwa in the ropes when she tried the 619. That was a specific thing that stood out to me that I've never seen like that before, really. That looked crazy. But yeah, I'm not...
Okay, so I have sent you a file which is 35 minutes long, and the match starts around 8th minute mark. So Daichi checks the for weapons at 8th minute mark. Mayu Iwatani throws her first kick in 15th minute. No, sorry, right. In the 18th minute. 10 minutes into the match, and she did not kick. That's a thing that Mayu does today much more often, and is like core and basic of her matches.
Yeah. Or you mean also like the presentation with like the pre-match promos and stuff that they don't do anymore?
No. That doesn't really matter. I mean that in a way that Mayu Iwatani was not a kick wrestler in this match at all. She is a kick wrestler today. This is basically Mayu Iwatani, who has been taught to have a big time matches from Io Shirai and with Io Shirai. Her, like, I think she did 3 kicks in the whole match, which would be like insane to say, like in 2022 and even more in 2025, because that's what Mayu Iwatani's majority of the offense is nowadays. It's kicks. There's this like through line through this match, and that's a dragon suplex, which Mayu Iwatani hits in the, as I said, the match starts around 8:30 on the file, and in 15 minutes, 15:00, Mayu Iwatani hits brutal dragon suplex on Io Shirai onto the apron to the floor. Basically, dragon suplexes her on the apron to the floor. It's the whole match is like Mayu Iwatani does some ranas, Mayu Iwatani does some dragon suplexes, and hopes that it keeps Io Shirai down.
Right.
She doesn't do anything else in this match, and you would have thought that dragon suplexes are supposed to be like a big weapon, but in this match is basically just like a transitional move, like any kick or elbow strike, which like is, if I had said that to someone in 2025 or even 2022, they would have called me insane person. But that's how the match is done. It's like Io Shirai surviving all these different kind of dragon suplexes and then like unloading her like pretty complex arsenal of moves to Mayu Iwatani, from her like palm strikes to her drop kicks to the dives to tombstones to the stomps to the 619s to the moonsaults to like the chaos theory German suplex and so on. Well, Mayu Iwatani basically answers only with the dragon suplexes. She never hits the 2-step dragon suplex, of course, because that's the finisher.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I was more of the impression that it was just like how big the match was for Mayu. She was just trying to go all out from the start and just go to her like big moves as quick as possible. I didn't really see it as like the transition moves as you said, but maybe, yeah. But when it was more like that back then, that's, yeah.
No, it's
that. And also Mayu, like after the match, she said, right, she said like,
she
I tried every dragon suplex on you, but couldn't get it done.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did think it was a big weapon for her, but
yeah, it was. That's what like I mean it. This match basically told us that even the biggest weapon in Mayu Iwatani's arsenal is unable to like hurt, slow down Io Shirai.
Yeah.
Which like, okay, so instead of doing like the normal match, which has like the build up from the ground to the striking to the you know how the modern epics is done. This is like the Io Shirai match. This is like the because this is not Io Shirai versus Meiko Satomura, where it's Meiko versus Io, so they have to like craft the match together to work it out how to best combine their two matches. This is a match of a student of Io Shirai who has been teaming up with her for years now, and Io Shirai herself. So it's really, really like this little time capsule of Mayu Iwatani career, because this specific Mayu Iwatani ceases to exist in a year.
Okay.
There's a completely different person, like at the start of 2018. Like it's like night and day. It's like this is like the Mayu Iwatani who doesn't really know what she's doing, and as you said, really young woman who is, even though she is in the main event of the biggest show of the year, basically for the promotion, she is extremely unsure of herself and doesn't really know what she's doing, and is a worse copy of Io Shirai, someone who doesn't have the athletic, like the innate athletic ability of Io Shirai, who can control her body however she wants. Because Mayu Iwatani was not athletic, was not gifted. She had to work really hard to get where she is right now. But in 2016, she was still not there. And she did a lot of like flying moves that she stopped doing. The Ranas, for example. She opens with a Rana. She does like electric chair Rana. She only does the Dragon Lair Rana right now, which she botched in the All-Star Grand Queendom against Shirai, and she hits them all the time. She was hitting them all the time on Momo and beating her with that.
I mean, she didn't do the double jump one.
Yeah, because she was unable to do it at the time. Yeah,
I thought that was like, but the one Poison Rana she did, that was like one of the best kickouts of the match. I thought that was really close.
It was.
That was great. So in 2018, there was the Stardom army, right? Was she the leader of them?
Yes.
Then already, okay. She got her own unit then, and became like a real
that happens in February, basically in February 2018, where she is the one who offers her hand to Tam Nakano and gets her to join with her, and basically creates Stardom Army, which then gets renamed to Stars. So it's like it has a brand and it has a name and it has a logo, and then there's the draft, which fixes the units. The first of the two drafts in March 2018, which does
I've been familiar with that scene where like Mayu offers a hand to Tam after she got kicked from Oedo Tai, because I watched like all of that stuff once when I was like going back in Tam's history, and I rewatched that earlier. We're gonna go like over that later, I guess. why I watched it again today, but you probably know why. Yeah, that was a cool moment too. What I wanted to say, like one of the things Mayu did that I thought was like the most devastating move almost that she did in the match was when she had like Io draped over the ropes.
Yes.
I think over the second rope, and then she does like a double stomp to the back, and it looked like it would like destroy like any normal human being. Like I thought that was like, I thought Io would be like kind of done after that, honestly. But yes,
No,
Io just shook it off and killed Mayu after. So
this is like tail end of the era Io Winslow, which is like what we on the Twitter back at the time was like the thing that was said about Io Shirai, because she won everything. She like this is as I said, this is the tail end. We are very close. During this match, this was like the first time really that we thought that like I was sure that Iwatani is beating her. Like I was 100% sure that she was winning this match. And she did not. It still was Io Winslow, and now she has a unit, and it's like this weird and not really working out to heel, and it's weird because there's still Oedo as a heel unit.
Yeah,
but like that's like this. It's the start of the unit system in Stardom. Not full start. It's the first. The heel units were in Japanese wrestling and in Rossi's promotions before. So Oedo or Monster Goon or like whatever was before that. That's fine because the heel unit is heel unit. But Io Shirai was like this first actual unit that survived long enough and had like this unifying theme from the color theme to the entrance to even the ideas of the themes themselves, entrance themes, like for the wrestlers, because all of them had like this. They had techno. It was more electronic. It was more harsh. The entrance themes they got for when they joined Queen's Quest, and it was not until they started feuding with Oedo, like basically in October 2017, Queen's Quest fully, like when the full-on unit war started, which then peaked and ended at the anniversary show on the 21st of January 2018, which is not a match we are going to watch. We did watch. But there's
the setup.
Yes, we were watching setup. So, do we have anything more to say about this red belt match? Okay, before you say anything more, Iwatani beats Io Shirai half year later.
Yeah, that's the
Does she win the Cinderella again? Yes. That's after Kairi Hojo leaves, because Iwatani defeats Kairi Hojo on the previous Korakuen Hall show. And that's like last Kairi Hojo reign, and I think Kairi Hojo is not on the next Korakuen Hall show anymore. Yeah, she's not on the Korakuen Hall show in June. So Iwatani beats Kairi Hojo in May, and then beats Io Shirai in June. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
So that's the match you have seen before.
Right.
And that's the first double champion. Iwatani is a double champion for...
was she white belt?
Yes, she beat Kairi Hojo on the show.
Oh, that was where... Okay, I got it now.
Yeah.
I think that was... I'm pretty sure that's the one I watched. That one goes crazy. I think that one... it's one of the greatest Stardom matches in history.
Yes, it's much better than the match that I have sent you. The match I chose.
It's a lot more epic, yeah. But I like this one too. Like this one had like a lot of amazing stuff as well.
It's very different. It's very different.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I have chosen it. And also, one of the reasons why I've chosen it, the main reason is because like how much invested I was in my Iwatani winning the title.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I was not expecting my Iwatani to beat Io Shirai in June. Because Io wins, lol. Yes, that was a thing there.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool though that like, even though you were like probably very disappointed and very like sad when Mayu won, it still like manifested for you as like the reason to become a fan anyway. So that's kind of like,
it's. Yeah. I do not mind that my favorites lose matches. I want them to win. I love watching my favorites win matches because that's why I watch the thing. I enjoy having if my favorites are the big winning-less people. It was very fun when my favorite Kazuchika Okada was like 2 years champion of New Japan. It was very good for me, very good for my like enjoyment of the promotion, and very good for my like enjoyment of shit talking people that their dumb favorites lost against my great favorite. Same with when my Iwatani was the champion in Stardom as well. Same when Momo Watanabe was Viper champion in Stardom. Sadly, there are times when I don't have a champion in Stardom, and it's, for example, when Tam Nakano was a champion and Julia was a champion. It's like, okay, so I don't have champions now.
Yeah.
Sad. My challengers have to win. My challengers have to steal the title back, so I have champions. I don't really mind that my faves lose, if it makes sense for them to lose. And like I can get invested in like people losing. It's fine for me.
Are you still like a big Mayu fan?
Yes.
Or is it more Momo now?
Yeah. No, I have multiple favorites. I can favorite more than one person. Sometimes it's difficult because they are in the same match. So I switch like who I cheer for at specific moments. It's like very funny because I will cheer for the one that's getting beaten up.
Yeah, I mean that's a natural thing, I think. Yeah, but that Mayu Momo match was insane.
And Mayu Momo match was amazing. It was so good. It was like a perfect match for me. And then you have crazy other perfect matches when like Mayu versus Shuri on All-Star Grand Kingdom, which is like two my favorites like facing each other. And Shuri, who I flew into Japan for to see her with the red belt because I knew that she was losing it to Julia in Sumo Hall. She won the title, and like I was not really expecting that. Like I was like, oh, she's probably winning because I guess Mayu's probably leaving, so she's holding up until the big show. We will see, but there's still like the doubt of Mayu Iwatani being the IWGP champion, like forever champion, was still there. So I was very happy that she won.
Oh, for sure, yeah. So, anything else about the match? You asked.
I just want to say that this was not the first time that someone called Mayu Shopai, but we will get to hear Shopai very soon again, over and over again, because B. Priestley doesn't know anything else in Japanese.
You think she's gonna stick around after the 5-star?
No, she's there just for the 5-star.
Okay, yeah.
But it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, Tim.
I'm kind of down on the 5-star, honestly. I like on the announcement and everything. I don't know how much I'm gonna watch of the group action actually. Like usually I watch like every 5-star match every year, but this year I think there's gonna be a lot of pointless action that I don't know if I have the time to spend on it, honestly. So
I'll try to sell you on this. Okay, so this year's 5-star is basically the biggest field they can have. The field is as big because they need to give as many people chances as possible. because the roster dictates it. But, as I am always, and I have always been saying, Stardom locker room is one of the most hungry locker room in the world. They will grab every opportunity they get to climb up to climb up the card. And this year, there's a lot of empty real estate up there in the main events. There is a lot of it. And there is some very hungry people in the mid card. And I'll just tell you that Aya Sakura is going to try her hardest to sell to the promotion and to sell to the fan base that she is the next big thing. And not just her, Rana, Kurara, and Momokogo will try like insanely hard. Lady C will be I think Lady C will be like big. I'll be able to.
She's trying hard like the last half year, so Lady C has made a lot of improvements. Yeah.
I think she sees that she's in the point of the career that she's old enough and she's a senior enough that the push has to come for her anyway, but she needs to give the promotion something to push her for. So she has improved with the training. She has focused on specific things that she wants to do, and this tournament is going to be her like proving ground. So if she can succeed in this tournament, she is going to get the white belt opportunity, white belt semi-main events or main events on bigger shows, on arena shows. She will get the tag title matches, not just the trios matches, and she will win some titles in the next future if she does well. And like, because there is no Shuri, there is no Mayu, there is no Hazuki, there is no Dam, there is no Julia, there is no Utami. A lot of people who would have been the stalwarts of the 5-star are not there. So these people have to step up, and they will step up because, as I said, this is the promotion whose DNA is filled with the 2-year cycles of the top stars leaving the promotion. Yuzuki Aikawa, Nanae Takahashi, Actwres, Yoshiko, Yokobito, Arisa Hoshiki, Kagetsu, Shirai, Kairi Hojo, Julia, Utami, Mina. We can use her as well. She is the ex-white belt champion. Mirai.
She is, yeah.
So there is so many examples where people leave the promotion to go to USA in case of Julia, Kairi, and Io, and Mina, or to other promotions in case of Utami and Mirai, or they retire in case of Yuzuki Aikawa, or they are kicked off the promotion in case of Yoshiko and Nanae, or they leave because of something that's happened in the promotion in case of Arisa Hoshiki and Yokobito. There have been or retires because of the physical state they are in case of Kagetsu. There are so many examples of when this happens and the people in the mid card step up to become the main eventers, and it has been repeated over and over in this, like in the 14th year history of the promotion. So I'm telling you, this, outside of the opening day, which is bad, I think the opening day is like the opening night is
that's
really
a disappointment.
That's a really bad night, especially compared to the 2023, for example, which is like one of the best shows that the company ever put on. That last 5 matches is like that's a killer row of matches, like that's insane.
Yeah.
And this year it's like a normal card, which I understand because it's 16 matches.
Yeah, and that plays into like my main thing is like, it's kind of like, I get what you mean with like a lot of people getting opportunities, which is of course good. I feel like you can get these opportunities otherwise anyway, in a way, but like the whole quantity over quality is kind of like the thing for me this year. And like that's like the first night as well, like why do 16 matches? Like I get you want to get every participant on, but like why have 32 participants then?
Yeah,
I don't know, like the prestige of the tournament kind of gets lost for me in that. And also like what I don't really like is that 3 people advance from each group, so you just have to be like average to like get to the finals rounds, which is kind of silly to me too. And it all kind of like, because like the 5-star has always been like my favorite tournament of the year every year, like over the G1 or any other wrestling tournament. And I feel like that the whole prestige of it kind of gets lost in there when there's so many people and so many people who won't really have a chance to go far in the tournament, right? Like you can already see in each group which ones are probably gonna make it out. And
that's
kind of pointless.
That's the thing. There's always a winner, but I think the second and third place is like a big thing in this tournament as well. Because it's the chance for the people to step up and to get to the KO rounds and to actually KO like the people who are main eventers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a different feel for the tournament. It's not the tournament of the best. It's the tournament for these will be the best of the best next year. This is not they are right now best of the best. No. This is who will be the best of the best next year. Because we have lost too many, like the best of the best from the previous 4 years. So we have to like restock, and we have to use this year as a leap year to like restock the cupboards. And we have to use this, like it's a different tournament basically than usually.
Except if like Bozilla just runs through everyone and wins the red belt, then she's already this year.
Oh, sorry?
The best of the best. Except if like Bozilla just runs through everyone and wins the 5-star and wins the red belt. And
no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it at all.
Yeah. I'm not really worrying about that.
No,
but kinda in the back of my mind. I could see Rossi doing something like that, but
even he did not do it, so she's very green. Don't worry about it.
He did some Gaijin monster pushes. It's not like
he did, but most she won the tag belts, which is fine. You can give.
No, I don't mean in Marigold. I mean like in Stardom in the past.
Yeah, he did. But I don't think that's what's going to happen in here because the roster will not allow it.
No, probably not.
I believe in the family of Hana and Rina and Hina. They will block any such nonsense.
Starlight Mom, maybe.
Yeah, and the family of Starlight Mom and the 3 sisters is like too strong to allow something else to happen.
Let's hope. And Shadow Bokatam, of course. Maybe.
Of course.
Maybe she's gonna have a say in it too. Right, awesome. Should we just go? Do you have anything for the first match?
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Okay, and I don't really have anything else in my notes. I pretty much went through everything I've written down. Yeah. So, it's up to you again.
Okay. So, the second match on the list is from the January 3rd in 2018 in Shinkiba First Rank. It's the Queen's Quest versus Oedo Tai, 8-man tag team match. It's almost the peak of the unit war between Queen's Quest and Oedo Tai. It's the foundations of the current STARDOM unit system. It was in front of the extremely oversold Shinkiba First Rank. It's not the most oversold I've seen Shinkiba First Rank. It's the second most oversold I've seen the Shinkiba First Rank. And why have I chosen this match specifically? Is that this is the main event of the first live wrestling shows that I have ever seen.
Oh, okay.
This, I have landed on the January 3rd, 2018 in Japan. I have gotten my stuff into the hotel and in total state of sleep deprivation. I have arrived at the venue and I have sat in the hot and cold first ring in the front row. You can see me in this match. I am on TV, mom. I am completely out of my mind because I don't remember anything from this show. because I am so sleep deprived. When I arrived into my hotel room, it was 38 hours since I last slept.
Okay.
It was very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, I did that similarly last year. Like, I landed on December 24th and I went to the Xmas show in Korakuen, which was like at 5:30 or like 17:30 for us. I got into my room at like 15 was the check-in.
Yeah.
And I just fell on the bed and immediately fell asleep. So I woke up at like 17:15 or something and rushed to Korakuen Hall. I got in a bit late, even because I was so sleep deprived that I immediately fell asleep in my hotel room and almost overslept the show, but I caught most of it. And yeah, it was also great, but I was also completely out of my mind on that Korakuen show.
I was falling.
So I know how you felt there. Yeah.
I was falling asleep while standing in a train going back. I had to step on the place to keep myself awake. I was so close to like collapsing in the train there. It was very bad for me, really, really bad. So
yeah, the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's why I've chosen this match. I wanted to choose the unit war. I was thinking about the explosive bat match, but I thought that you probably have seen this match, that match. I don't know. Have you seen this match before, like today, or when you watched this for this episode?
The exploding.
No. This specific match.
This one, no.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything from the show.
Why would you
I've
have
seen the exploding?
Why would you watch anything from this specific show? It's like, look at the
right. Yeah.
The card is nothing. Like, they knew that they are going to sell the thing out because like foreigners are coming for the Tokyo Dome show. It's the last show before the Tokyo Dome show, and everyone will come there. And it's just the Shingiba will be sold out. So they are not trying.
Yeah, I've seen the exploding barbed wire bat.
Yeah, okay.
Deathmatch with. Didn't Io team with Tam?
Io team with Tam against Natsu and Kagetsu.
Right. But that wasn't on this show. That wasn't Korakuen, I thought.
No. Exploding bat match was in Nagoya.
Oh, Nagoya. Okay.
Yeah, because that's where you get the death matches more. Either in Nagoya or in Kawasaki or in Yokohama. Like it's not. Stardom never did these in Korakuen because it's too difficult to set up cage or something like that. It's much easier to do it in those venues, in Nagoya or in Yokohama or in Kawasaki. Kawasaki doesn't exist anymore, I think. Oh no, exists. Yeah. It's Kawasaki. Gould's Kawasaki. The Seedling had the cage match there recently, so the venue still exists and is used. Also, Academy runs there as well.
Yeah. So for this match, you said it's an 8-man, isn't it? Like 4v5 actually.
Tam Nakano does some stuff in the match.
Yeah, she does. I thought she was even the 6th person then. Did I miscount then?
No,
okay.
she was injured. She was injured for a long time before this match. And at the end of this match, they announced the 5v5 elimination match, a loser leaves unit match, which leads to the bat match, and then to the Foundation of Stars, then to the draft, and like the whole unit system. Basically, the match on the Korakuen Hall show, which is what this match builds to, is the actual start of the unit system, like a full on start of the unit system. Like we can like drag everything back to this. So that's why I've chosen this match, is that I was there in person, and this is the only match that I remember anything from. Like, I don't remember anything from anything else. But there's a reason for that, because as previously as I have read the card, I will read the card for this as well. So, opener is three-way match again, because that's how we open the cards on Stardom. In three-way matches, it's Shiki Shibusawa versus Hanan versus Ruaka.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen Shiki Shibusawa's match?
I don't think so. I think her name sounds familiar, but I can't say I have seen.
Shiki Shibusawa is like one of 3 daughters of Shibusawa family, and they were like a rich family, and they have some shop, like a boutique shop and something like that. And she decided that she wants to go to wrestling, but she has a really specific face, that is not like traditionally attractive, and she was not a good wrestler, and she was extremely not athletic. She was not like good, and but that doesn't mean that people have to bully her so hard that she retires rather than to face the bullying. It was really bad. Like the Japanese fan base bullied her really, really badly online, and it was like disheartening. And we have lost a wrestler because of that. Like she is like comparatively, like how she can do. She is much worse than Waka is today. Like Waka is extremely good wrestler. Like Waka doesn't do mistakes. Waka, what Waka wants to do, she will be able to do physically, because she knows what she can do, and she knows. But Shiki was not that. Shiki was bad. Then we have a singles match where Kaori Yoneyama, still Kaori, defeats Hiromi Mimura. Again, Hiromi Mimura is like, she has been losing most of her career. She was a small ground-based wrestler who found a gimmick at the late stage of her career before she retired to get married, to have children, and last time I remember she was working in a bar or something like that. So she is completely out of wrestling as well. Then we have Miranda, who right now it's Miranda Miranda Salinas. She was trained by Booker T, and she works seemingly still. If I click on her career, she has had matches in Hurricane Pro, which is in Texas. So, Texas-based wrestler. She also had some matches in Ring of Honor. Probably when they were in the Texas. Yeah. Oh, no. In ROH in Honor Club, Online Steam Universal Studio is in Orlando. Okay. Willow Nightingale. She faced Willow Nightingale as well. So, she had a Stardom tour with Zaya Brookside, and they defeated Konami and Starlight Kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Team Chibis. And then we have 6-man tag team match, which is Kaylee Ray, Nicole Savoy, Rachel Erring, defeating Mari Apache and Jungle Kion and Natsuko Tora.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Rachel Erring was bad even back then.
Saya Brookside, I guess, as well, right?
Yes, she was worse than she was on the last tour. She was much better on the last tour than on the tour that I have seen her in person.
But I'm not going to be mean. Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
I think she was awful the last time I saw her.
Yeah, she was much worse back then. Tim,
but yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, she was competent and fine back on her last tour.
Yeah.
Compared to the first tour ever, she was a teenager still. Then that was before the NXT UK stuff. I think she was still at school even.
Yeah.
And like the good, like from the people that I have read from the foreigners, Mari Apache, older even back then, and not really able to do what she was able to do like early in her career, but still very competent pro wrestler. Kaylee Ray, awesome in 2016, 2018, like awesome pro wrestler. Nicole Savoy was still like able to do a lot of stuff, which she does she still wrestle?
I have no idea.
No, she retired. Right, she retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, she retired. She retired in Shimmer. No, not Shimmer Rules. In some random show. She did some West Coast stuff in the 23. But she was still like able to do a lot of stuff in Stardom. This time Rachel Herring was bad, and she still is bad. And then we had the main event, which we have seen. So this main event basically is built the idea to build to the elimination match, and which we did not know when this match was happening, and to build to the exploding bad match, to build to the unit starting, and to build to the Tam Nakano leaving Oedo Tai. Even though she was injured most of the 2017, back end of the 2017, she was so funny and so enjoyable in Oedo Tai as a manager that she was turning face. And she was helping Tam Mayu Iwatani to establish like a unit.
Yeah, right. She was very popular.
Yes, she was very popular, even though she did not wrestle.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So my notes are very different for this match than they have been for the previous match, and they will be for the last match. My notes are more about the promos than the match itself.
Yeah, for sure. This was a fun match, but it wasn't like anything special in that way. I got a couple of things written down, but most of them are like around the match as well, more than anything that happens in the match necessarily. Yeah,
it's because it's the first show of the new year. It's like after the previous Korakuen Hold, it was the year-end climax, which just to quickly check out, which had the year-end climax had the main event of Yoko Obito's retirement match, which was Meiko Satomura and Toni Storm beating Takumi Iroha and Yoko Obito. That was the main event of the Stardom's Korakuen. And semi-main event was Io Shirai beating Hazuki in the white belt match. Underneath that was Oedo Tai, Hanakimura, and Kagetsu defeating Jungle Kion and Natsuko Tora, and some other matches like not really important. Scarlett was in the undercard. Scarlett from big what's his name? Cross TikTok.
Carrion.
Yeah, his wife.
Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah, Scarlett Bordeaux on the
Yeah.
With Rachel Herring defeating Azumi and Momo Watanabe.
That's funny.
Yes. In the second match of the show.
I didn't know she even wrestled, honestly.
Yeah, she did.
I thought she was purely the manager.
She had I think she had multiple Stardom tours even.
Oh, really?
2017. No, she had only the one? Why do I remember her multiple times? Oh, she had only the one tour. But yeah, she was there she was there for the tag league. She was teaming up with Chardonnay and Scarlett.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to like sound like racist or anything, but when I go back and watch like historic stuff from like Stardom, I skip like any gaijin matches mostly.
It's because they were bad. It's fine. You can say it. They were all bad. Like
it's true. Yeah.
It's because the infrastructure for women's wrestling in the West was really bad back then.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It was starting to turn.
I mean, it still is probably. It's better probably, but I think it's still like completely. It's like decades behind.
Yes, it's better, but it has been stripped bare, and that's an issue. But there are at least like women who are starting now are not supposed to be supermodels that like Vince McMahon will get a hard on for. So that's like not the reason why like they are starting wrestling. Like there are wrestlers who are starting wrestling who had watched when they were like in elementary school, had watched the Brooklyn match.
Yeah.
That's like how we are 11 years removed from that match. So if a girl was 12 back then and watched it on WWE Network, she's now 23. So she already has like 3 years under her belt, possibly.
For sure, yeah.
So like that's like that's the difference right now. So as I said, the main event of the previous Korakuen Hall show was the retirement for Yokobito, who teamed up with Takumi Iroha. Takumi Iroha came for Yokobito because they were friends, and it was like that Meiko came in to beat Yokobito, to like send her off and to sell some tickets for the show, because it was a retirement show. Even though it was a retirement show, just so you know, like people who listen, who maybe do not care about the numbers, but this show, which had main event of Meiko Satomura and Toni Storm beating Takumi Iroha and someone who we probably do not know anymore, Yokobito, that drew under 1,000 people. It was on the Christmas. It was on the Christmas Eve, so it was on the 24th. Like, people were able to have 3 days there. So, like, the Stardom in 2007, at the end of the 2017, was really, really not as popular as it is today. Because if that match happened today, that's like arena match for 3,000 people, not under 1,000 people.
For sure,
It's very different. It's very much top heavy promotion. In this time, is starting to some kind of mid card appear. The Hazukis, the Hanas, the Jungle Kionas, the Momo Watanabes are starting to form at the end of 2017, and that changes in 2018 because again, Io Shirai leaves. So there's this, and Yokobito leaves, and Kairi Hojo has already left.
So they do set up the white belt match on the next show, right? No, on the like I said, I watched the other show earlier today, the one from January 21st.
Yeah, the anniversary show, yeah.
The unit match. They set up the Momo match with Io Shirai there too.
Yes.
Was that the one where Momo won the belt then?
No.
Long reign. Not?
No.
Okay.
That's the match
that's
before.
what I assumed, that this was where Momo started her big white belt reign.
This is where Momo starts her push.
Okay. So she wasn't up there yet, but
yeah, it's because Momo wins the Cindy. Momo wins the Cindy of the 2018, and then she beats Io Shirai. So she fails on her first attempt against Io Shirai. After she wins the unit, loser leaves the unit match, and then she wins after she goes through Cinderella. Then she's strong enough to defeat Io Shirai, and then Io Shirai leaves on the next show because she's going to WWE.
But you can kind of see, you said earlier that the show before, like the Christmas show in 2017, she faced Hazuki.
Io Shirai faced Hazuki and beat her in the semi-main event, yes.
So she was kind of like on a tour of like elevating her stablemates, I guess, right?
Yes. Yeah. They were basically, we are the wild heart and true heart of Stardom are fighting for the supremacy underneath Io Shirai, and then Io Shirai leaves within months afterwards, and that like changes the promotion forever.
Right.
So, and Momo Watanabe is the white belt champion in the promotional pictures and stuff called NAs of the promotion, because they need to like promote her as strong as possible, while Kagetsu holds the red belt. And then like you have the Toni Storm reign, which is like unfortunate because of the Mayu Iwatani's injury. So you do not have the Mayu Iwatani reign when you were supposed to have it, like supporting Momo Watanabe. So instead you have the absentee Toni Storm reign, and then you have the heel reign of Kagetsu. So the match itself, as we talked about, is not really that important, because it's this Match starts with a promo where Kagetsu grabs a microphone and he talks about how Momo has challenged the whole of Oedo Tai, that she will take on a whole Oedo Tai by herself. Because she's a overconfident fool, because that's her characteristic and at this time of Momo Watanabe. She's an overconfident fool who needs to get stronger, and she will get stronger in this match, and the match is going on afterwards, and then Cinderella will be like her big elevation into the actual main event, and then she will beat Shirai for the white belt.
Kagetsu is funny. Like, one thing I wrote down here is like one of the things that I'm most sorry about, like not having been there when, like, earlier as a Stardom fan, is like missing all of Kagetsu's run, because like every time I see something, it's like always awesome. I really like Kagetsu. Yeah,
it's Kagetsu is like one of those true heels that are supposed to elevate people, because that's what the job of the heel in theory is. It's not to draw the money for the promotion, it's to elevate the people who are supposed to draw the money for the promotion. In theory, like that's the platonic theory of the heel job. And it was not just that Kagetsu did it inside the wrestling ring, but he also did it in like being the trainer and everything. His story is like interesting because he started in Sendai Girls under Meiko Satomura, and it took him really, really long to get any wins for the first time ever, to like even win a match in Sendai Girls, because it's Meiko Satomura. She is like that. She does that. And instead of staying and suffering underneath there, he left. He was in Catch the Wave and then switched to Stardom, basically got poached by Rossi, and joined Oedo Tai basically almost immediately. And when Io Shirai was leaving in 2018, he wanted to leave as well, to retire on his 10th anniversary show. But Io Shirai told him into staying and keeping up, like saving the promotion, because without Kagetsu's reign or like leading the promotion, basically, it would have to be Mayu Iwatani, and nobody trusted Mayu Iwatani back then to be able to lead the promotion. So it felt on Kagetsu, and he did an admirable job with that. And he formulated new like match style, new house style, because of the Sendai Girls DNA in his own match. So that's where the kick style came in, because Momo Watanabe needed it. So basically, the Stardom's match style changed from the Io Shirai's high flying into kick style for Momo Watanabe. And that's like the 2018-2019, which is Momo Watanabe, Arisa Hoshiki, Mayu Iwatani, because she changed her style as well to kick style. Then Shuri comes in as a kick wrestler as well. So we now have, instead of the high flyers of Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani back then, even Kairi Hojo, who also was trying some high flying as well and being like a speedster, or even like the others there. It changed from the lucha, from more the lucharesu to more of a kick wrestling promotion. And then we have the evolution to today with the Utamis, who alongside with Shuri and Julia and Tam, like shifted the match style into what it is right now, like more theatrical than it was before. And the kicks are still really prevalent in Stardom, and they were not in 2016, as we have seen. That's how I mentioned in the Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani match.
And you could also see in the match, like Kagetsu was really like kind of he was kind of focusing in on Momo. I mean, once, of course, because Momo was such a loudmouth rights to the 1v5 thing. But I guess in general, because Kagetsu was just kind of like, I guess, trying to make Momo
that's
into a better wrestler.
Yeah, that's like the what's this theme called? Overcome All or something like that. That's like the theme name. So he was the wall for people to overcome. It was like the even in his retirement show, like he made sure to like speak about Jungle Kiona and Momo Watanabe as being like the most important people in the promotion. Like it's no joke. Like that's what he did. Like he trained everyone and like did a lot of stuff there to, as I said, he changed the match style for the promotion.
He had those crazy matches too with Mayu, right?
Where
they were like
trying to kill each other. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what it was. I have a question. So when he had Momo in the middle of the ring, he started like putting something in her mouth. What was that like?
I think that's some kind of food, some like New Year's food or something like that. Like
maybe those were like dried bugs or something.
No.
Must have been disgusting. Because the crowd was kind of reacting too, like it was something.
It's just disrespect stuff, and even back then, I think I don't know if it was. I think it was Kairi. Kairi like was poking fun at Momo's loving to eat. She was fat shaming her. Let's be honest.
They like to do that instead.
Yes, exactly. It's like, oh, Momo Watanabe, what's this? What's this around your waist? That's what they were doing. So like it was like a thing even back then, and I think it was maybe some umeboshis or something like that, or some like. I don't know, some kelp maybe. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, maybe kelp.
It was something black.
Yeah,
and the food spots was very like Oedo Tai staple during this time. So basically, the back end of the 2017 and start of the 2018, there were a lot of like food involved, like in angles and even in matches. I think it's like what Tam Nakano brought into the like matches. Because it started when she joined.
Okay.
See Tam Nakano bringing up a table with wine and sitting, owning the Sayaka Mitani. Yeah.
That was legendary.
Yes.
That was a great press conference.
Yes. Because, of course, she would have made a promoter, president of the company, a waiter. Because, of course, she would.
Yeah. I mean, he works for her, essentially, right?
Exactly, she was a champion back then. So the food stuff was there. Like there was everything that went on in the match. It was like mostly people doing their basic spots and like not doing too much. Tam Nakano joining in the fun by spanking everyone on the ass, while Daichi is also caught up in the group suplex spot. And everything. One of the things that, as I said, I was really much jet lagged and sleep deprived during this match. One of the things that I will never forget is that Shirai is a giant. She is a very small woman, but when she's in the ring, she's a giant. Like, she is, her presence, her charisma is, you never realize how small she is when she is in the ring. Like, she is huge. Like, her aura makes her seem like she's the biggest person in the whole venue.
Right.
Well, she's tiny.
That's something that that's often the case, I think, for special wrestlers like her. Like, I mean, it's similar with Shuri too. Someone like that. Yeah.
And another thing is that I saw Shirai do the corner knees in full speed, and the ring shifts when she does them.
Oh.
Anyone who sits there basically risks their life and gives their life into Shirai's hand, because if she missed, you die. You literally actually die because she would crush your face. It's insane. Like the pole that holds the ring shifts. It's like I was like, oh my god, and it's you will never like understand this if you never seen her in a small venue live. So I'm very like grateful that I was able to see this match, and like these two things, like Shirai being the biggest person ever, and how during shifts are like one of the few things that I remember from this match, from this show even.
Mm-hmm.
And the last that I remember is that Chris Wolf got concussed on the B driver that Momo Watanabe did.
Oh yeah, that looked brutal.
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me. That kind of looked like something went wrong. Yeah.
Since this match, Momo Watanabe started doing like this, like where she like pushes the people in, like she does like this little. She does the B driver different than anyone else.
It looks safer. Yeah.
You
mean that?
Oh, sorry.
Do you mean that it looks safer now?
Yeah. She does. I don't know how to describe it. She does the little thing where she like throws before she sits down on the B driver. She throws people like their head slightly forward and catches their head in between her knees, and then she sits down. So so basically she sits down on her shins and her knees. And they like fall down on the back of their neck and their back instead of on their head. And nobody else does it like her. And she does it like this because of this match where she concussed Chris. And this, by the way, is one of the last Chris's matches in STARDOM. Because afterwards she leaves for America because her brain is completely crushed. Like this concussion she got here is like last one in the long line of concussions that she has gotten throughout her wrestling career. And she talked about that afterwards, that she started to forget things, and she was very scared of that. So she decided to give it up.
That's brutal. That's another thing I noted down here, that I missed Chris' entire run too, but like I think she's so much fun whenever I see her. Like, but I remember when she retired, like I was still a subscriber to like the Wrestling Observer, and they had her on like Wrestling Observer Live, I think, when she basically announced her retirement, and she talked a bit about that and like her general career and stuff. And I thought she was incredibly like nice and charming there, but like it all sounded kind of sad too. So it's very we were blessed that we could watch her in wrestling, because she was extremely entertaining, funny person, and very personable, and also very she's always awesome.
And also very sad that that like someone who is a gateway for so many people into the Japanese women's wrestling has to retire because her brain is like very hurt, and she cannot count. Like imagine losing that you can't count. Like that sounds extremely scary.
Yeah.
And it's like very understandable that she has left. That's why like
of course.
One of my tenets in watching wrestling is that support your favorites as much as you can, because they will retire tomorrow.
That's true. Yeah, that's another sad thing. While we're at it, is like you made with this match, you made me do two things that I haven't done in a while. One, this was like the first Hana match I've watched in years.
Yeah, that's very hard. Yes, I know.
Yeah, because that was a very hard thing for me back then. And it's also the first time I've really seen Tam do anything in a match or any media like since April 2. So those were two other things that I was kind of like, it was pretty sad that like I never got to see Chris, I never got to see Hana, I never got to see Kagetsu either. And yeah, I mean the match was a lot of fun, but the takeaways I had were a lot of sad things that I've written down here.
It's
just noticing.
This match is basically what you want from like not important show as a main event or semi-main event, like a party match.
Right.
Not the modern Stardom party match, because modern Stardom party match is like extremely work rate in air quotations heavy, because the wrestlers, the roster nowadays is. I know this sounds weird as someone who has been a fan of the promotion for the last 10 years, but this is one of the best rosters in the whole of wrestling in how great they can deliver on any given card, on any given day, because they have been wrestling, because they wrestle 110 times a year. They know each other. Everyone knows each other so well that they know at any moment in the match where anyone else is. So they basically do not have to like craft matches ahead of the time. They just have to go into the ring and like look at each other. Okay, so you just do a match, and they do a match, which is very much different from, for example, this what we watched, because that's like, again, that's a multi-woman match, which is like, again, like the bread and butter of Stardom shows, and it's very much very, very different. Like comparatively, 2018 and 2025 are completely different companies. Even though there are some people who are touchstones with Hazuki and Momo Watanabe and Azumi who are still in the promotion, and even Tam Nakano, who has been in the promotion at the start of this year. These like wrestlers are very much so different than they were 8 years ago, and the matches they wrestle are completely different. So there is understandable like nostalgia for the 2018. Like you probably have seen that a lot of time mentioned by the people who have lived through it. I don't feel it because I am not nostalgic for things. I live in a moment most of the time. So, like, I am not nostalgic for this. I have enjoyed it at the time, but I am moved forward.
No, I'm totally with you there. I'm pretty similar when it comes to that. That's another thing. Like those party matches today are like, I think they're just incredible. Just like masterpieces in a way, and then like something like no other roster can do either.
I think the only other roster that can do this probably is Dragon Gate roster.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because
that's a promotion I'm out of the loop on.
Yeah, because they also have like 120 matches a year against the same people over and over again. Like this is like the very similar thing that nobody else does. Like New Japan cannot do this because they do not wrestle that often against each other, and those main events are different on the house show loops and stuff like that because they have tours. And Stardom and Dragon Gate do not have tours like the touring schedule with when juniors are on or when juniors are off. And
I mean that the style is also completely different, right?
Yeah.
And New Japan would never look like that because the whole like high speed style is not really a thing there, right? So that's kind of also a thing. I also wrote down like Azumi, like she was young there back then.
Yeah, she's like 14 or something like that.
Yeah,
15.
But she was already good.
Yeah, she was a good wrestler.
Really good already in this match. Yeah, you could really see her like already being like just very solid in ring wrestler.
Just being a very skinny child, though.
And that as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very different woman nowadays instead of this skinny child that does random drop kicks.
Yeah. So one thing that I was kind of surprised by, honestly, because like I'm not the greatest history buff or anything. When I saw Hazuki in like Queen's Quest, I always associated her with like early Oedo Tai and then Stars, of course. How long was she in Queen's Quest actually? I never really put her into like Queen's Quest in my mind.
So end of 2016 until spring of 2018.
Okay, that's quite a while. Then.
She has left promotion in like July 2015, returned at November 2016. She has returned back to the promotion with the Io heel turn on Mayu Iwatani that I talked about before. And then she was with Io for a year and few months, and basically was drafted as a surprise draft to Oedo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. And then she left again, right? And then returned.
Yeah, then she left. Then she left after. Then she left. She had retirement match in Shinkiba early December 2019. So after the purchase of Bushiroad, she had retirement match against Natsuko. Before that, she put over Julia as well. She did not want to do that, by the way. That was very unwilling participant in the match. Yes. Okay. It was a very unwilling participant in the match, Hazuki. She put over Natsuko Tora, and then we had the Mayu Iwatani versus Kagetsu world title match in Korakuen Hall at the Year-End Climax 2019. And 2 days afterwards, Kagetsu announced that he's also retiring. He's retiring on his own produced show in Osaka in February 2020. So that was like the 1-2 punch with Hazuki and Kagetsu leaving the promotion. Hazuki intended to come back to wrestling as a freelancer or for Sendai Girls in 2020, but COVID happened.
Okay.
So instead, she was a 7-Eleven salesperson.
Wow. Do you think she's on the outs again, or
yes,
is it just like okay? Do you think she has like a heat in the locker room? Okay. That's kind of what I figured.
It has been 3 times already. Something like it's like. Okay, if it happens once, okay, that can be like, okay. If it happens twice, it's probably something. And if it happens 3 times, it's on her. It's on her. That's like not, she doesn't work well in collectives. Like that's what she is. Yeah. So we have kind of talked about this. I don't think this match is like important as a match, but more of a, like the match style, more of the promo, and more of what this match means for me personally, because it's the first main event of the first live wrestling show that I've seen personally, and as for the unit system for STARDOM, what it means, and it's that's a lot. Just few matches before Tam Nakano is kicked out of Oedo and joins with Mayu Iwatani to form Stars.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a very, very pivotal match in that way. At least it's a very pivotal match.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's a cool pick. Like the whole story around it is cool. Yeah. You also had Cucumber Time at the end.
Yes, Cucumber's Queen's Quest. Never forget.
Right. Do you want to move on to the
Yes. I think we have talked about this a lot.
So one more thing I wanted to ask you. The match they set up, the loser leaves the unit match. Was that the first one they ever did?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
That's the first that's basically first unit stipulation match that they ever did. So that's what I meant, that it's the foundation of the unit system of STARDOM, because STARDOM has been, since the 2018, the strongest unit-based company in the world, because they have had... It's not as true nowadays since last year as it was like 2018 until 2024, because everyone had to be in a unit for those 5 years. Everyone had to be in a unit, no like leakage between units, never crossing over with other units, always tag teaming with your unit members, nothing else happens. 2024 it changed because of Meisera and the Suzuki stuff. 2023 basically it starts with the outsiders and the Meiseras and Suzuki. 2024 we have the rookies that are kind of unaffiliated as well. We have the before Neo Genesis was a thing as well. It's like there's like these like floating people in the roster that did not exist during the hardest part of the unit era, unit system era. That like was the start, was just before the Bushiroad purchase and after the Bushiroad purchase.
Okay, so let's go to the last match then.
So the last match is a match that's no longer from Stardom, but still has Stardom wrestlers in it. So it's from the first Actwres Girls Korakuen Hall, because I am the Actwres Girl guy, one of the few the Actwres Girl guys that exist, because nobody else will watch the promotion. We have just celebrated 10-year anniversary of the promotion in the Stardom ring, because of course we did, because the promotion has not celebrated its own 10 years anniversary yet. They will in 2 months, rather in a month.
Okay.
In a month, they are branding the upcoming Korakuen Hall show as the 10-year anniversary. But their first show was on the 31st of May, 2015. That has already passed. They did not do anything special for that date, because they are dumb.
I mean, they were involved in something special at least, right?
Yes. It's like the 10 years anniversary for Natsupoi and Saori Ano is like the 10-year anniversary of the promotion. So there's that. And Saori Ano and Natsupoi are going to be on their Korakuen Hall show. So
that's cool.
Yeah, they are teaming up together against Natsuki, who is ex world champ, ex singles champion, and Yukino Uehara. Those are the two people who were there in the Actwres time as well on their show. So the not Act and Mari people.
Okay.
The other two, the orange one and the one that does the butt stuff.
Okay.
She's a butt model, so she does the butt stuff. So the match that I have chosen is so the first match that I've chosen was because of my emotional investment that flew across the world and past the time-space continuum barriers. The second match that I've chosen is the formation of the unit system and the first wrestling show that I've attended in person in Japan. And the last match that I've chosen is from the first Korakuen Hall show of the Actwres Girls on the November 15th. Yeah, November 15th, 2018. I do not assume that you have ever seen this match.
No.
Okay.
I have not.
So it's the semi-main event of this first Korakuen Hall show of this promotion. It's Himeka, Arita, and Miyuki Takase against Kakeru, Sekiguchi, and Natsumi Maki. It's the semi-main event. Main event of this show above this was Saori Ano beating Saki to be crowned a first champion of the promotion. After it's the tournament final match. It's the finals of the first title tournament of the promotion. This is Saori Ano crowning moment.
Okay. What did they do? The first 3 years of their existence was like something completely different then? Or?
Yes. It was... Okay. It's very difficult to go through it. It has like 2 different stages of the first 3 years, and this show ends the second stage of the promotion and like starts the third one, and then they have another one, and now they are in like 7th era of the promotion or something like that. This promotion
but this is where they
insane.
like... Okay, but this was where they crowned the first
champion. This is where they crowned the first champion. Okay, as before, I will read the card. We will hear some names that we know. Kaori Yoneyama, because of course it's Kaori Yoneyama on the card. Beats Noah Igarashi. I will not ask you if you have ever watched Noah Igarashi match. You have not. Ayano Irie, Min and Sakuran Bonita defeats Ina Hazuki, Momotani, and Sayuri Ameyama. You do not know these people.
No.
Maybe if you have watched some like indie joshi wrestling, you have seen Sakuran Bonita without the Sakuran Bonita mask. It's Cherry. Have you ever seen wrestler called Cherry? Like, I think she's like 52 now. I think she's like 52 now. She's
I think I got her in my head.
She's slim.
I can visualize her.
Yeah, she's slim, older wrestler who is very ground based. She was one of the like player coaches in Actwres Girls during this time. Then we have a 4-way match in which Yumiko Hota, another player coach, defeats Ayumi Hayashi, Misa Matsui, and Yuko Sakurai. You have probably seen Yuko Sakurai. She was in the Stardom in the Triangle Derby for sure. She is a member of the Cosmic Angels.
Yeah.
The blue one. And you have seen Misa Matsui matches. And you have seen Yumiko Hota matches. Sure. Then we have Riko Kawahata's debut match against Miku Aono.
Okay.
And they are facing aren't they facing each other on next Korakuen Hall show for Marigold or something like that?
I'm not really up to date with
okay.
I'm sorry,
so
I don't know. But I wasn't looking up anything really up about the match. I just wanted to know from when it was, which I then got wrong in the end. But I was surprised when I saw like Miku Aono's match like be around at that time. I didn't know she was wrestling for.
She was wrestling. She started.
I thought she was a relatively new wrestler, but I was.
I think she started 2016. Yeah, she started 2017, middle of the 2017. Yeah. This was the Riko Kawahata debut match. So that's why I was like, you have to understand how hyped I was that I watched I was at the Marigold show live. And there was the gauntlet of Marvelous wrestlers against the Stardom wrestlers. And this was one of the gauntlet matches. This was such like, I was smiling from ear to ear because I was watching like, oh, this is Actwres lore, let's go. And Miku Aono worked on the ankle of Riko Kawahata. And that's the ankle that Riko Kawahata started wrestling with. When she came into wrestling, she had screws in her ankle.
Oh.
She started with screws in her ankle. She's an insane person.
Oh, wow.
And she does moonsaults. And then, to move on. The third match from the top is Naoka Kuta and Teihonma defeating Hikari Shimizu and Mari. Wrestlers you have probably seen wrestling matches of. Then we have the match that I've sent you, the Himeka Arita and Miyuki Takase versus Kakeru, Sekiguchi, Natsumi, Maki. And the main event of Saori Ano versus Saki. All caps Saki.
Hikari Shimizu also like announced her retirement recently.
She retired. She
has retired already.
Yeah, she has retired in March, I think. She got hurt really bad, like a year and a half ago. Like like career-ending injury bad. Like you will never ever want to bump on that neck ever again. Like that bad.
That's what I heard. I was really sad about that back then.
Yeah, she
because I really enjoyed whenever I saw her like and coming to Stardom and stuff. I really enjoyed her in the ring always.
She was like that ball of energy with like the sunshine. She's the sunshine ball of energy. Yeah.
Exactly.
So it was very sad. The injury, but I'm glad that she doesn't try to wrestle because that would have been like, I don't want to watch you because I'm scared that I'm going to be watching you paralyze yourself, and I don't want to do that.
No.
As I said multiple times on different podcasts, I have seen Sanjiro Otani paralyze himself live, and I don't ever want to see that ever again. So it's awful. So I've read you the card. The Actwres Girls of this time, I think Saori Ano was still coming to Stardom in 2018. Is it possible?
Like as a freelancer?
No, as Actwres Girl. No, 2017 is her. Okay. No, I'm dumb.
She was going to Ice Ribbon then at some point.
No, 2017. Yeah, she stopped being on Stardom cards at the start of 2017. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can see her in the crowd for the EO match.
Okay.
She's there. Gaping with. She's there in her Stan Hansen shirt.
Okay.
She has a Stan Hansen shirt on for some reason. Don't ask me why. She's sorry. I know she probably had some reason.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's true. Then she stops doing the. She starts doing like every other promotion under the sun with Ice Ribbon, and then she's like the Oz Academy Ice Ribboner from the 2017 onwards.
Right. Yeah.
Until she joins STARDOM in
that's
2020.
where I first knew her too. Yeah.
So this is for this show. This is the pivotal show for the promotion for this promotion, and for my personal fandom of the promotion as well.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, like, maybe first of all, is one of the first things I noted about the match is like how full it was, like how many people were there. What was it? Completely sold out? Looked like it.
It's on Cage Mats. It's written 1380. So basically, current setup sellout, like the 2025 setup sellout, basically. Mm-hmm. Like any promotion that's running. I
thought I even saw people on the balcony and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that was.
It was because like they were hyping this show for quite some time, and it was the first Korakuen Hall show of the promotion after 3 years of existence.
Okay.
So
yeah, I was just surprised
important.
like how popular they seemed to be for that show.
It's like going from micro indie into and like promotion that maybe is not supposed to exist into promotion that's actually wrestling promotion and like functional wrestling promotion that can run a Korakuen Hall show, which is a thing. For example, Diana does one Korakuen Hall show a year. Marvelous does what, 2? Yeah, Wave does many more. Iceborne at this time was doing 1 a month, and this was the first for Actwres, so they like sold a lot of tickets there.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I just thought maybe they were like more popular back then, but if it's such a special show, that makes more sense. Yeah.
They do like 700, 800 normally.
Okay.
Like right
that's
now,
not too bad.
That's a good turnout, especially considering how they are paying the wrestlers and so on. So,
okay, let's get into the match then. Right?
Yeah. So my notes for this match are more about the moves and the match itself.
Okay.
Because it's let's before we do this. So you know all of these wrestlers, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So
I didn't at first really recognize Sekiguchi there, but
then you realize that you know her from Oza Academy and like the other shows. Yeah. So this is relatively soon after Himeka's debut, I think. Let me see. No,
it's the same year. Yeah, that's how I looked it up. I just looked at the first couple of Himeka matches, but it's like on page 2 already on Cage Match. So she had quite a bit before that. It's 50 matches.
They were running a lot of shows, and she was on a lot of other promotions because she was big, and a lot of promotion like big women because they have a lot of small women. So having a big woman helps a lot.
Okay. Makes sense.
I have sent you the file that I've created for her retirement. Have you watched her debut match?
I didn't get to watch anything else.
Okay.
I should go watch that whole thing. I love Himeka actually. So
yeah,
I did watch her debut match back then when she retired. Let me think about that because I did go back. I think
it's
some things from her past.
It's against Miku Aono again, and Mina Shirakawa is announcing the debut match. And she was
I might have seen this before, yeah.
And she was announcing just that match, nothing else. She was not a normal announcer for Actwres Girls.
She was for Tokyo Joshi, right?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Huh.
Maybe she did some guest announcing when Namba was out or something like that.
I don't know. I just have it in the pocket of my mind somewhere that Mina used to do announcing for some promotion. Maybe that doesn't make sense with Namba, you're right.
Yeah, it's just like that she had like the variety guest thing as well. So she was multi-talented and could do everything.
Yeah.
So this is like as I said, this is like the match. I did not want to give you the Saki versus Sauriano match because I wanted to give you something from this show, and this match makes the most sense because you are familiar with. Outside of Kakeru, you probably are very familiar with most of the wrestlers on this match. You have seen whole Himeka's Stardom career. You have seen Natsumi. You have seen Miyuki Takase losing in Sendai Girls. And everywhere else as well.
That's sad. I like her a lot.
Yeah, but after Nomads failed, she has lost the drive.
Okay, yeah.
Since she has left, like the issue was that while she was Actwres Girls champion as a freelancer, she was like she had political power because she was champion of a promotion that could get 1,000 people into Korakuen Hall. So that's like power behind that. When she lost the title to Saki, and then the promotion like shut down to completely redo everything and debut the 30 new people that they did within a year, and the veterans left. So she lost all of it. She started losing every match that she was in. Like she was the pin eater for everything. Then she invested a lot of her money into the Nomads project. Like she basically bankrolled it, and it failed after the third show. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Was that like revenge of the bookers as soon as she didn't have any power anymore?
I don't know. I think she's just willing to lose.
Yeah, maybe.
And then she has never started winning because she kept losing.
She was the standout for me in this match.
Yes, she's awesome. Her character basically is a small woman who thinks is a giant, who thinks she's a giant. Because she does jackhammers and brainbusters and lariats. She thinks she's tall and she's small. It's like that's like very funny. She's the energetic Napoleonic, like she has the Napoleonic syndrome as a wrestler. And it's very funny to watch because but
it works against like someone like that, suppose.
Yeah, and it even works against like tall people because she thinks she's as tall as them, and then she fails. Yeah. So that's and then she scoops them up and slams them. So it works even like that because she's strong. So it works. Himeka, on the other hand, right now in this match and in the 2018, leading up to this match, was like this hot tag woman for Takase most of the time, and she did pretty good, like the Jun Akiyama knees, because Jun Akiyama gave her the knee. Because yes, they have recruited her at the All Japan show. It's
really?
She has very weird path to pro wrestling. She was
before Evo was a thing.
Yeah, she was member of the idol group that was supposed to how to say it, take away people's negative emotions by the people shouting the negative emotions at the idols. So they were calling her, I'm not sure if they were calling her fat or big and slow, maybe. She was like the big and slow woman. Like the audiences were supposed to like call her big and slow.
Was it Garage Room?
Something like that.
They had these rooms where you can
I know.
rage and destroy stuff. Is that like the idol version of that or something?
Much softer, not as like harsh and stuff, but still like that they are willing to accept the negative emotions of the audiences and are like eating them or something like that.
That's crazy.
There's more wrestling crossover with this group. Kind of sad one. Do you know Deathmatch Wrestler Takeda?
Takeda?
Yes, Takeda.
Deathmatch Wrestler Takeda. Yeah.
His wife was member of this idol group.
Okay.
She died. Yeah, very soon after she gave birth to their child. So,
oh man,
that's one of those. Her death is one of those people who Jun Kasai talked about with El Desperado in their first match.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because that touched like the deathmatch scene quite a lot, because she was like everyone loved her in there. So it's her. So basically, Himeka's senior in this group is the deathmatch. Like she's like involved in this. It's like the entertainment scene in Japan, like the underground scene. It's pretty much like involved in everything in like this, like the through idols and the bars and restaurants and the wrestling and the theaters and everything. It's like everyone knows everyone. So everyone like this, like deaths like that, like touch a whole lot of people around, like more than just wrestling, for example, or idling, because it's like it's quite big, like that.
That's what I said.
Yeah. So that's Himeka Arita. This group sang at All Japan show, and I think Sekiguchi was there, and he was like, "Okay, you are big. I want you to wrestle." And she then went and wrestled for 5 years, and then she retired, and it was time to retire. And she retired when it was time to retire, on top of her game, before getting hurt and anything else. Got out. Still young. Got out. Still young. So without big injuries, which is great, especially because we have told just a few minutes ago about the Chris Wolf issues.
That's true.
Like, and again, it's why I always say support your favorites, because they will retire tomorrow.
She also still had to fight with like harassment online and stuff, right?
Yes, as well. I think that's probably because she was big. Again, Japan, it's like the bullying is harsh there. So, and Kakeru Sekiguchi is like, back then during the 2018-2019, I was calling her and Kaho Kobayashi like one of the best mid-carders you can ask for any promotion, because they will deliver the mid-card match. Kakeru Sekiguchi is a perfect mid-card wrestler. She will not be main eventer. She will carry any match that you put her in very well. And
she's a good worker.
Yes. She doesn't do mistakes. She's personable. She will sell your tickets. And she is willing to lose, which is also very important. So she is great at this. Her wrestling style is like this slightly more grounded stuff, especially compared to Himeka's and Miyuki Takase's more power styles and very high speed style of Natsumi, especially in this match.
All right.
So that's kind of the background, and as I said, it's the pivotal match for the promotion and pivotal match for my fandom, because I have met the Actwres girls when I started watching STARDOM, because I started watching STARDOM basically since the STARDOM world started, which is 2015, 2016. And Natsumi is one of the first, in air quotation, STARDOM wrestlers that I've ever seen. I think it was on some Yamaguchi show, Kei Hojo's homecoming show, where Kei Hojo and Natsumi sang, because he's a failed idol, as similar to a lot of Actwres girls. Kei Hojo is an Actwres girl, just in STARDOM in LA. But she is an Actwres girl. She basically her wrestling story is, Kei Hojo's wrestling story is that her theater troupe, she was doing her last theater play before she had to return home because she didn't have another job. Her idling failed because she never attracted any customers, and she was supposed to come back home to Yamaguchi. She got tickets to STARDOM show. She went and watched the STARDOM show from the stands, from the bleachers, and then 14 days later, she went and auditioned and joined the promotion. In the same class as Act, Azumi, Natsumi Shozuki, and Harukaze. That's the second class of Stardom.
That's a crazy one.
Yes, it is. All of them are active still. So,
yeah.
So that's where I saw like the first like Stardom wrestlers are the like one of the first Stardom wrestlers are also Actwres Girls wrestlers because Sariano of course was on the show as well, and so Natsupoi stopped coming to Stardom shows. I stopped seeing her because Actwres Girls were not really making tape, only on DVDs or not taped at all. She was on some indies as well, but it was not much. Sariano kept coming to Stardom shows even after Natsupoi stopped. I don't know why. I don't know how that worked. I was not. I probably could find out now, but back then I did not find out. And then she stopped coming again. And I was like, oh, I like Sariano. What's going on? I have to like find her out. So I like searched for her, and I found her, and I tried to get some stuff. And very importantly, the was for sure on Nico Nico. And maybe on somewhere else as well. And I downloaded it and watched it as soon as I could. And because I wanted to see her win. I wanted to see Sariano, who I liked, to win the title. Because I saw photos of her like looking extremely cool and great. And I was like, oh yes, this is my wrestler. I want to see her win the title. And I watched her win the title, beat Saki.
Yes.
It was a fine match because it's Saki. I don't like you
That's
cannot
the ceiling.
Yeah, there is a ceiling on Saki. She's a very popular and she's so thick, that's why she was in the main event. And I also loved Himeka Arita and Miyuki Takase because I was watching the other promotions back then. And the beginning, which is the name of the tag team, were great in Seedling. Like they were awesome in Seedling.
Okay.
Miyuki Takase was great in singles and in tags. I also watched like the Iceberg shows, and Miku Aono was great there as well. So like I was like, okay, let's go, let's do this. I don't think this is first full Actwres Girls shows that I watched, but probably is one of the first Actwres Girls shows that I watched. And again, that means that's a very important show for me. Because my trip to Japan for the Wrestle Kingdom 2020, like I went to Actwres Girls shows, and I watched in person. I watched the last Saori Ano's Actwres Girls match because she left the promotion on the last show of 2019 to be freelance in 2020. NXT Japan, not freelance, but what? The freelance and stuff. But yes, she was supposed to be the ace of NXT Japan. Female ace of the promotion. And she would have ruled in that role, to be honest. Because we all know
I would have never seen it, so.
Yeah, but still, she would have ruled.
Probably.
So, this is like the semi-main event. I think the semi-main event, this match is the best match on the card.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. It's a great match.
And it's one of those like weird traditions of Actwres Girls is that semi-main events are better than main events. More often than not. It's weird, but it is true. Because it's the tag match of the other good wrestlers who are not in the main event. And they are angry that they are not in the main event. So, so they try really hard. So, my notes for this is like basically move from move.
Okay.
For some reason. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. It's more like the completely different notes than the previous two matches. How did you... The start, like the audience participation, like trying to hype up the audience, trying to test who the more popular wrestler is, and like the stuff they did together. What did you think about the match?
I I like that. Like one thing that I immediately like noted was that Natsupoi was still Natsumi Maki
Yes.
at the point, but she was basically already Natsupoi, right?
Yeah,
she's always been.
they were
like the crowd already only chanted Natsupoi. Like,
yes,
nobody chanted
some
like
were
Natsumi or something.
some were shouting Natsumi or Maki, but most were Poi.
I mostly heard Poi. Yeah. That was like the first thing I noted, that like she was incredibly over and she was already chanted as Natsupoi at that point. So, and yeah, for that part, that's like the main thing. Like I wrote down here, I thought like Natsupoi also already was Natsupoi in her wrestling back then. I mean, she had wrestled for 3 years at that point, I think.
Yeah. It's
If it was 2018.
Yeah, she debuted in 2015. Yes.
But she already did a lot of the same stuff, and she already wrestled very similarly to how she wrestles today. And I love that. I love how she wrestles in general. So that's pretty impressive, I thought, for like a wrestler of 3 years to be this good at certain things.
Yes.
So
especially considering where she started, what kind of promotion she was in.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what you said. Like I tried to find some earlier Actwres girl stuff once to like check out like all Tam and Natsupoi matches and stuff. It's just impossible, I guess. I think I hit you up for it too, but there's like just no way because they just didn't make tape back then. Huh?
No. There's some stuff. There is some stuff that exists, but you have to go and like get what you can, not ask for. I can in theory I can send you like some package of matches from Actwres girls, but it's not like specific. It's like random collection.
Yeah. Right. No, but that was like the main thing I noted about like the beginning of the match was like how much Natsupoi was already Natsupoi at this point. And also Himeka was like, yeah, she was good, I thought, but like she was mostly doing like the basic powerhouse stuff, like mostly shoulder blocks, but she already had a good presence for this being like one of her first matches, essentially.
She was like I will run quick and hit you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's often enough. Like for the crowd, that was enough.
Yeah, because she's a big wrestler. She's a big woman.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's you don't actually need to do much more as a big wrestler. You have to do like you have to open the match with the tall spot. I am much taller than you. You are very short.
Yeah, they did that, of course.
Of course they did. I love that. That's my spot. That's the spot.
And always the stomp on the foot, right?
Yes. Hated the little goblins.
Yeah.
It's as I said, like I am very easy person to please when I watch wrestling. And if you open the match with this, I already am on board. Like, give me the I am very tall and you are very short, you cannot reach spot. I am fine with it. I am now on your side because that's my favorite. That's like my favorite spot in wrestling. I know I know that sounds dumb, but it is.
That's cool. But one thing I wanted to say, like Himeka is like the prototypical like giant in this match, but I think like in general, like especially in Stardom, like towards the end of her career, I thought like she was one of the greater like sellers too. Like she wasn't just always the giant who just throws everyone around, but she was like excellent at just really like a complete wrestler with like excellent at selling the damage of the match as well.
I think the one glaring issue, rather not issue, like one glaring mistake of this match was that when Himeka cinched in the Boston Crab, we did not get to see her face because she has extremely great face, like the facial expressions to like sell either damage or like intent to hurt. Because she had that smirk she did when she synced in the Boston Crab on Natsupoi, like to the submission where Natsupoi got to the ropes, and then she grabbed her back to the middle of the ring and changed the submission. Like that was like that's like prime Himeka is a bully and wants to hurt you face. Like it's
right.
And she does that really well. It's like one of those things that sell me a wrestler and why I will follow you to pits of hell, because when you do good faces, I'm in.
Right. That was a really good looking or brutal looking Boston Crab too.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's also what Natsupoi does with her like faces when she's selling a submission. That it will always look brutal, probably. But Himeka got her like really like at such a crazy high angle at one point. That looked great.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing about, as I said, the Himeka in theory is like one of the most simplest wrestler you can have, because what she started doing at the start was just like, I am big, I run at you, you will fall down, and then I will run at you again and you will fall down again. Have you noticed in this match that they basically did every spot twice?
Now that you mention it, yeah, I mean, I kind of wrote it down that like Himeka did just the thing what you just described, like the shoulder blocks where she runs someone over. She did that multiple times in the match. That I wrote down. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was twice exactly the same, but
yeah, it's like
kinda. You're right. Yeah,
they did like the lariat spots. They did twice. The German spots they did twice.
That's true.
Himeka did 2 submissions in a row. Like they did everything twice. I don't know if that's because they were limited and had to like fill time, or it was something that like it was like intent in the match. I don't know if like, can you have an intent to tell me some story if you do something twice, like once and like 1 time and 2 time, because 1 time is not enough and I need you to hit you 2 times with the same thing? Do you think there's something like that, or it's more about the we are all limited, only Natsupoi is like more broad wrestler, so we need to do everything twice? Because the Miyuki Takase and Kakeru spot with her lifting her up, she also lifted her up twice. It was not like I lift you up and then slam you down and you're off. No, I lift you up, then fall down, and I lift you up again and then fall down, and then I lift you up again and I am able to slam you down. Yeah. So like they did everything twice for some reason, and I'm like, do you think there's like something like storytelling wise about it? Because I wasn't able to figure something out.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is like you said, like twice. I mean, in Germany we have this idiom that's like doppelt hält besser. Essentially, that means like doing something double sticks better.
Okay.
Or sticks more. Like basically, if you do something twice, it's more sure to be good. So I think it's probably well, first off, I think it didn't really like as someone who has watched this for the first time, it wasn't like as obvious. Like they mastered pretty well. It wasn't like immediately obvious that this is the second time around they're doing things, because like, I mean, it was all like good action in the ring, and you probably noticed that more because you've probably seen the match a couple of times.
Yeah, I've seen it like 4 or 5 times already.
Yeah. So I think if you were in the crowd for the initial match, that wasn't something that like really sticks out to you as really negative or anything. But I don't know if the meaning behind it. I don't know the wrestlers well enough to say that, but I could see that they like they got together before the match and said we have to, because it's a long match, right? It's like 25 minutes or something, right?
Yes. It's 22 minutes or something.
That they came together and said, okay, we gotta fill 22 minutes. We got these 8 moves. We gotta somehow like space it and repeat things in a way that doesn't make it too obvious, but we can't do much more. So let's just structure it like that. But I think it was a good structure. I think like it was mostly like Natsupoi and Miyuki Takase in there, who are both good wrestlers. So they managed to reach the time well. And it was like all action without, like I said, without that it never was obvious that stuff gets repeated here and there. So I don't know.
Okay, so you were right about the Miyuki, Takase and Natsupoi stuff. Both like Kakeru, Sekiguchi and Himeka were a lot of the match they spent outside. They were not the focused ones. The other part to that is that those two would not have challenged for the title.
Oh, okay.
Because both Miyuki, Takase and Natsupoi would have the title of Sauriano. So both Himeka and Kakeru were not like booked strong enough to be the focused people. So the focus being on the Poi and Takase is also the booking part of the match, because you have to put as much focus on them and make the match more of a singles match between them than like being a true tag team match, while still being true to the tag team, because Himeka and Miyuki Takase are a tag team together, they are tag team specialists,
Right.
because they go outside of the promotion as a tag team, or more often than not.
Okay.
So it's like, so even the winner in Miyuki Takase makes sense, like in this aspect, in like the sports aspect, as a two tag team specialists beating the two singles wrestlers that are not teaming together as often as they are. And the other part is that Miyuki Takase and Natsupoi being the it's like more of like a courage and a statement of Miyuki Takase to pin Natsupoi than if she had pinned Kakeru. So even in that aspect is that like, okay, so the booker said, oh, I need Miyuki as strong as possible. I need her to beat Poi. And she beat Poi. And I need the focus be on them too, because they are the best wrestlers in the match. And they will deliver the best match. So they will basically have a singles match with each other.
Yeah. Now that makes sense. And it's not like it was ever like boring or anything. Like the match was really great through and through, and I thought it was well structured like that as well.
Yeah. I only the only part I think was like weaker was the third quarter of the match. Like after the half of the match, it was because it was longer. I think after the 12th, from the 12th minute to like the 17th minute or something like that, maybe from the 13th minute to the 17th minute, the crowd was much quieter because they spent themselves in the start of the match, and it was like this waiting for the big stuff to happen, and the wrestlers were like building to the big stuff. They were doing like moves that could have possibly pinned the other person, but it was not the real near falls. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the match, the crowd was like again hyped as hell because they were delivering great near falls against each other.
For sure. Yeah. That's what I wrote down as well. Like these incredible near falls to the end that really popped me too. And it was like Natsupoi was like really having the upper hand for a while, and having like tons of like German bridge near falls and stuff, which were like crazy good. And then it kind of like just switched around, and Miyuki all of a sudden won the upper hand against Natsupoi like in the finishing stretch, and then finished her off.
The jackhammer like is
jackhammer was funny.
Yeah, the jackhammer is extremely important move in Miyuki Takase's arsenal. It's like one of the things that this 157 centimeters tall women does Goldberg moves.
Yeah. But she only needed to do that one once, so
yeah, because it's the big finisher.
Of course.
And like what I like took away from this match as well, like watching it and taking notes for this podcast, is that I actually still like love three of these wrestlers very dearly. Like I don't love Natsupoi. You know this. She's a small, tiny gremlin.
Yeah.
I don't like those people. And I am sad. That Kakeru Sekiguchi, Kakeru Sekiguchi and Miyuki Takase are like so much wasted potential, but at the same time, it's like not that they could have like grown to something else somewhere. There is not enough promotions that are as successful to sustain careers that I would wished for Kakeru and Takase. And as I said at the start, Kakeru is a great mid-card wrestler. Like a great mid-card wrestler. She will not be a champion. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think if she won the Oz title or not. I think she has not won the Oz title yet. I think she's challenging, though, at the Oz show. She has a three-way with Saori and Ozaki.
Okay.
I think.
I'm kind of like Oz exists to me for like two days a year when I get to see them live.
Yeah, because
I can't really, like, I don't have the time to stay up to date with Oz.
Yeah, that's another promotion to stay up to date. Yes, it's like, and a lot of their shows are not great on stream. Not great.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. But live, they're always
live. They are fun.
Banger.
Yeah. Live, they are one of the best shows that you can go live in Japan.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, because you did not know the result of this match when you were watching it, very surprised that Poi did not win?
Not really, I don't think. I was kind of open, like, I knew that Poi, I mean, at this point, Poi wasn't like Stardom main eventer like she's going to be now. Like, I knew before she was in Stardom, she went to Tokyo Joshi Pro for a stint, and she was just a mid-carder there too, so I didn't have like the illusions that she was like a giant big star in 2018 or anything, so I wasn't really surprised when she took the L. I mean, she still regularly takes a lot of L's in various promotions, so no, I wasn't really. I thought she would win at one point. Like I said, when she was like, she hit a lot of things on Miyuki at one point in a row where I thought that's got to be the finish. But they got me with like a couple of great near falls, and then Miyuki came back and finished her off with the jackhammer here. So now I didn't have anyone that I thought was the favorite to win the match before I watched it.
Okay. So later after this show, which was the first Korakuen Hall show of the promotion, she leaves the promotion, Poi.
Okay.
And goes to, and like in very like bad way, seemingly publicly, because Hota spoils that she's going to Tokyo Joshi Pro. She is supposed to, Natsumi is supposed to be a surprise at the Italian show. And because this is like the November show, so Natsumi is still in the promotion in Actwres Girls until like middle February or something like that. And then she disappears, doesn't do last two shows. And Himeka Hota on the show and in the newspaper says that she is that she got kicked out of the promotion and is going to Tokyo Joshi Pro. It's like that was why Sakaguchi being at the and Tetsuya Koda as well being at the Saori Poi show was like one of those things that there was bad blood there for some time. Himeka Hota is not, of course, in Actwres Girls anymore. She has left the Actwres Girls and has her own little thing called T-Hearts, which had Riko Kawahata, who she stole from Actwres Girls as well, and now has Miku Kanamik, who she also stole from Actwres Girls. And young Toyota niece, who I don't know what her first name is. I just know that she is a niece of Toyota.
I just know. I like Miku Kanai a lot. You probably don't, right? But
I love Miku Kanai. She's awesome.
Oh, really? She's tiny.
Yeah, I know. But
she's like 4 feet or something.
I know, but she is one of those few small wrestlers that I like.
Okay.
I like her because she works 10 times a month. She's insane.
She is.
Has her schedule
recently.
And
I never get to see anything because she only works those promotions that I really don't know how to follow.
Yeah, we are
lots
going
of
to
ice
watch
ribbon and stuff.
Yeah, we are going to watch her tomorrow at Sarizum getting killed by Natsumi.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. I'm looking
That's
forward
gonna
to
be
it.
awesome.
Because she is a Natsumi region.
She is, yeah. You can really see it, I think. Yeah.
So,
And so did you mean when she left a month later, do you think that this match result had something to do with it or something?
possibly.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's Sekiguchi. It's you cannot save it him. It's like look, people make fun of Rossi and stuff, and I'm like, okay, it's but like Sekiguchi is even like the Actwres girls are going to be doing UWF matches at Glade. I don't know what to tell you. Like it's insane. The man is insane. Like he tried to scam and leech of Fukuda, the president of the All Japan. You remember when they had the one show or free show run with the NXT guy, the Regal Son? That was when the president of the promotion was shooting some weird videos with Actwres girls. And it
was that at the beginning of the year, like 2024?
Yeah. And it was because...
Oh, yeah. I was at that show. I was at the Hurricane where, like, the NXT guy had the title shot against...
Kento? Nakajima?
No, against Nakajima, right, at that point. And like, Actwres girls were on the card as well. That's true.
Yeah, Actwres girls, when Himeka was in 2017, they did have the matches on the cards as well, but they are not filmed because they were not filmed and we can never see them. So they had like the All Japan connection even before that, but this time it was like Sekiguchi as a purple leech, leeched upon the Fukuda who was mourning for his dead wife, and like scammed him and tried to use him with, and like broke him up with the Suwama and his Evergirls project. And it was like,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, I love the promotion, but I know the guy who runs it is a scamster and scum. So
yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta try and
separate the art from the artist.
Separate, yeah.
It's
the word separated. Yeah, I guess the promotion from the promoter in that case.
Yeah. It's like the one of the other reasons that I chose this match is that to show off the card of this promotion, like the top people, like you can read through this card and it's like, oh, it's who is who of the joshi scene. Everyone here is like a stalwart of like multiple promotions. And without them,
it sounded like a good card.
Oh, sorry.
It sounded like a good card, yeah.
Yeah, it is a good card. It's like this is the best match on the card, like the actually best match on the card. But like it's, as I said, it's the whole card is like who is who of the whole joshi scene, and it's like, oh, so you're telling me that the guy who I just called a scum is like probably one of the best like the scouts in Japan, because he has scouted multiple main eventers for multiple promotions.
That's true. Yeah, it's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, and he could have had 3,000 people in North Award. But he doesn't, because he's a moron, and all of his wrestlers leave because he's him. So that's my Actwres girls rant. So anything else on the match or
on this match?
Yes.
In particular, I'm just reading my notes. One thing I noted down here is that then where there were like a bunch of like crazy near falls. You could see that Himeka was maybe a bit green still at the time because she was always a step behind on the breakups. So you could see that like she always missed her timing by a little bit when she should have broken up pins here and there. She wasn't quite in position and stuff like that. That was kind of like where you could see that maybe she wasn't. Yeah, she was still a rookie.
Yeah. She was still a rookie, like what, 30 matches in or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
A good enough wrestler who still has lots to learn.
I mean, it didn't like ruin any of the new.
No. And again,
But you could see that she was late a lot.
yeah, but it's also Tommy's counting style. She always gives you the little breath you have before she counts free, so it's kind of fine.
It's fine, yeah, for sure. No, but for this match in specifically, I don't have any more real notes. I think we covered everything. I thought it was really fun. It was a really fun, like, all action, great tag match, and was cool to see like a young Himeka there, because, like I said, I was a big fan of her when she was in Stardom, and I was really sad when she retired too. So that was cool. Young Natsumi, young Himeka. One thing I wanted to talk about is like my thought process for why you chose these matches was completely different than what it turned out to be. That's fun. So first, when you said you had 3 matches for me, I thought it was going to be all AWG probably.
Okay.
Because I thought you are like you said, you are the AWG guy, and you probably know that I know nothing about the promotion. Yeah. Because whenever I have to talk about it, I DM you, ask you some stupid questions or something.
That's fine. It was more about my own personal fandom than
right.
important matches like pivotal matches and stuff like that.
I just thought when you hit me up that you maybe you're gonna give me a crash course.
Nah.
In AWG or something, which I would have been open to. That's probably a cool thing to do too. Then when I saw the matches, I was like, why these 3 matches? First, I wasn't quite sure, but my one thought I had was maybe because you know that like Tom is my favorite wrestler.
Okay.
I thought like every one of these matches has like some connection to Tom's history in wrestling. And maybe this was how you curated them. Because the first one is like with Mayu, which has like a giant part in Tom's history in Stardom. And the second one, of course, was with the Oedo tie, where Tom was actually like
involved in that.
The second for the match and involved in the match. And then the third one was like with the young Natsumi and from AWG, where Tom started out as well. And maybe I thought you wanted to like because you probably also know that like I started watching in like the early 2020s, and like my Tom fandom is mostly from like Cosmic Angels foundation on, or founding of the Cosmic Angels on, and maybe you wanted to tell like Tom's history of wrestling before 2020 through matches where she's not in or something like that. That was my thought process for why you may have picked them. But the actual reasons were like better, I guess, made a lot more sense.
The second one you said that I would choose like the Tom's history before the big Cosmic Angel stuff. I thought about that. I was like, okay, so I could do, if I could get my hands on Tam Nakano versus Onita, that would be fun.
Oh.
That would be fun, but I don't think...
If you ever get your hands on that, you tell me, please.
Yeah, I don't think that made tape. And I was thinking, okay, so the one match that I'm actually really sad that didn't ever make tape is the Tam Nakano versus Yumiko Hotta. I think it was in Shinjuku phase. And it was her last match since before she left. Before she leaves for Stardom. I was like, oh, this sucks. That didn't make tape. This sucks. I would have chosen that. Really. I would have chosen that. But then I realized, I don't know if you have seen those matches, so I should choose matches that she's not involved in. And I was like, but the idea of this is you show matches to your guest that are important to you, not about it's not about the guests themselves. It's more about you, and you are introducing something to your guest. And I'm like, okay, so because I'm doing the reversal, I need to take something that's important for me and introduce something that you do not know to you. But I also should choose something that you are familiar with. So because I'm choosing 3 matches, that I do not need to explain the personalities of the wrestlers and characters of the wrestlers, but you can see them in new situation that you have not seen them before. So I was like, okay, I need to choose one of the matches in Mayu versus Shirai trilogy because I don't think you've ever seen those. So I chose the second one because it's the most distinctive one, and Mayu loses, and it was extremely important match for me personally as well.
Right.
Then I decided, okay, I need to choose a match from the start of STARDOM's unit system. I need to choose a match that Tam is not actually in the match, so it's not important for Tam herself, but has to be important for like the story of the promotion and the wrestlers, and there has to be wrestlers that you know, but also wrestlers that you maybe have not seen that many matches of, which was Kagetsu, for example, in this match. And the third match was like, okay, so I need to choose some Cosmic Angels stuff from Actwres Girls. And I was okay, so the best match is basically this tag match from the first Korakuen Hall show, because that's the best match to choose, because I love this match, because it's very important for the second match that I chose. That was the main event of the first wrestling show that I was at, and this is one of the most important matches for Actwres Girls, because it's the first full show of Actwres Girls that I saw. So it's like I'm trying to tell the story of Tam Nakano without the Tam Nakano, but not really.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That was just my thought. And you were right. If you like picked some actual Tam Nakano matches, the chance would have been fairly high that I've seen them.
Which would be,
because of course I did.
Which would be a pity and a waste, and kind of against what your concept for the podcast is. So
that's true. I mean, to pull back the curtain a bit, I do ask my guests beforehand what they're familiar with in joshi, and whether they have a specific joshi wrestler that they are interested in or that they want to know more about, and then I try to come up with the best match for them that I'm also, of course, passionate about and really interested in. So it is about matches that are important to me, of course, but it's also, I also try to the right match for my guest and their interests. Like, for example, Ariel told me the only wrestler, the only joshi she really knows, or she wants to know more about, is Starlight Kid. So I chose the Starlight Kid Natsupoi match, and like that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, so that's kind of similar what my thought process was. While I'll also, because I have like a lot of matches that are important. Like I could have chosen a lot of different matches, but as I said, like I wanted to choose matches that there was a chance that you did not see. So that's why I avoided all like Tam matches, the actual like Tam wrestling in Tam matches. Because because you have said so just to be sure, you have not seen any of these matches before you have watched this for this.
I would have told you. No.
Okay.
I realized this was the Mayu the Mayu EU match that I didn't see before. So if I realized that this was the one that I know, then I would have told you, and maybe we could have found something better. But even if like all the EU matches I watched are not something that I have ever like watched this intently with like taking notes and like taking everything in, like the legendary one, which is like the third one, you know what happens in the match, but like the other matches are often like I just watch them and I know they're great and I like them a lot, but like it's something different if you like prepare for a podcast, you really watch the match with a different eyes. So maybe it wouldn't even have heard if I saw it once before in my life. It was like 2-3 years back, and it wouldn't have made that much of a difference, I guess. But for this one, I really haven't seen it before. So
okay, yeah, it's like so I tried to be as close to what you are doing as possible, while trying to pick 3 matches because it's the 10th episode, and I thought that we would have more time. But we have been recording for very long now.
Oh yeah. No, that's true, and I think it worked out great. I want to thank you for taking all the time. We're like, it's by far the longest episode, I guess. 3 matches and 3 hours recording. It's like
that makes sense.
Makes sense, because I usually do an hour per match. About. So yeah, I hope I didn't steal too much of your evening.
No, I was prepared for this, and I actually enjoyed really.
I thought it might go long. Yeah,
I enjoyed talking about like the history while not being nostalgic for it as well.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you again for coming on. Thank you for proposing this for my 10th episode. Everyone, you can check out the Actress Girls podcast.
Yeah, it's called Actwres Stage. You have to look us up on YouTube because we are not a normal podcast, we are a YouTube podcast. And that's how you find us. If you want to read my incoherent babbling on Twitter, find me on Velkej Bracha. I incoherently ramble. I post random pictures from random matches from random shows that I watch that I find like posting worthy. I also ramble about numbers in Japanese promotions because I find it fascinating to follow the business of wrestling actually as well. There is going to be numbers about how well All Japan did this year. For example, next week, supposedly, if they keep the same schedule as usually. Also, if you want to know something about Actress Girls, don't worry and DM me. I'll help you out.
All right, awesome. Cool. Yeah. So that's everything then, I guess. Bye, I guess.
Bye.